I really love this place. Good vibes.
The Chelomay complex was built from the ground up to be the ideal, comfortable workplace.
Can't it, Glove? I've been here before.
Will we make it for the speech?
Oh, we've got plenty of time. We can even go on rides afterwards.
Chelomay City.
It does look like lips.
Platform. A feat of
Hang on.
modern science and
I ain't changed one thing. Right away. Mouse smoothing enable and turn this up to like 7. Might need to change that more later.
technology. This city in the clouds
Lower it a little. Like by 1.
was built in 1950. Leading scientists from all the other Soviet republics live here, including the German SSR. You need to have an exceptionally brilliant and dedicated mind to work here.
Answers. Well, hey,
Would you care for some more soda, comrade?
comrade. Yes. Oh, sure, thanks.
Thanks.
Got me some sody. Thanks, comrade.
Looks like another bot got stuck in a tree. That always cracks me up.
Here, Al. Come here, bud. Here's
They're still working on the robot's navigation systems.
just a number.
Yeah, I noticed.
We'll come up with something.
Oh, those robots were rowing. They were robots. Wow. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. Ah ha ha. What a beautiful day. Why is text so small and mobile? I can see if I can make them bigger.
What's up with your Vovas bots, Andre? They're going hey.
Here, I'll make it bigger. Maybe. Not there. Gameplay maybe. Subtitles. Nope. Well, get fucked, I guess.
What the hell did you do to them?
Pig. There is a pig.
They've been like that all day. Number 3 is booked. I need these houses painted, but look at what they're doing instead.
They just like trading boxes.
I'll set them straight. Hold piggy, sweetie.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
Mark.
it's a pet pig.
0451.
Chat, write that down.
Okay then. Get to work, you bums. Move it. Move it.
Write that down, chat. 0451.
Thanks a million. Enjoy the celebration.
0451. Oh, that bot's rusty.
Good morning, my boy. How are you? Did you sleep well?
Good morning, Dr. Sechenov. I slept fine. Awaiting orders.
How do you like the new glove?
Better than the old one. It's growing on me.
I'd expect nothing less. I designed the device myself. Be careful with it now. It's more important than you might think.
Yes, Dr. Sechenov. I'll keep it safe.
Report to the lab to complete your integration with the glove. I've got a full schedule today, so Mikhail Stockhausen will get you up to speed. I'll be in touch later.
Roger that.
Thanks, Dr. Szechuan. Is that a juggling robot? Hell yeah, look at him go.
The laboratory, Comrade Major. There's a turbine waiting for you at the airway. Are your orders clear?
Crystal, get off my case already.
I'm pleased to hear you don't have any questions, for once.
Yeah, I guess I'm American. Because everyone else has an accent except me. So I'm assuming they're all Russian, German, or somewhere around there. Meanwhile, I'm American?
Comrades, Icarus platform residents, and
But he sounds American.
the address by the Director General of Facility 3826, Dr. Sechenov, is about to begin. Gather
Okay.
in town square to
What's over here?
Juggling anyway.
Hey, that bot's actually pretty good.
What's
Nice coordination.
Did you just praise a robot? I'm amazed.
That's because it's not constantly trying to give me unsolicited advice.
Yeah, Charles. Can I squeeze in there? It's like a real person. Oh, I got a little stuck. It's like a real person. Looks like a wedding cake model. Get connected for free. Free education connection.
It's a good day, comrade. Come closer. I'm here to help. Would you like a thought device? It's high time you got one.
Nah, thanks. I'm just browsing.
Why restrict yourself to browsing when you can get your own personalized device?
I learned Cyrillic, but I still have no idea how to translate it. I don't know what that is.
The right unit. It can even match your eye color. Hey, how about a gooseberry violet model, huh? You are polymerized, aren't you?
I sure am. Say, I thought these devices weren't going to come online until Monday.
That's
Russian outfit. Got alphabet. Got it.
You are clear to activate your thought neuroconnector right away. At the moment, the device functions
Hi,
as
Obi.
a personal telephone set and headlight.
How are you?
It also allows the user to get used to wearing it on their head.
It's free, right?
Absolutely. Allow me to connect you.
Nah, I'm good.
Thanks, I'm good.
Ah, well, that's a shame. You should try it. You won't regret it. But have a great day.
Hey, you, experimental glove. I get the feeling you'll be more useful than this goofy contraption on my forehead, since you're so special and all.
You'll see how special I am soon enough. But you ought to refer to me as Charles, the chatting artificial librarian and educational system.
I'll call you whatever I feel like, glove.
Huh. Charles.
It's just a few days.
Step right up. You can become
Another one.
with a thought device, comrade. Good day, comrade. Come closer. I'm here to help. Would you like a thought device? It's high time you got
There's
one.
another one.
Nah, thanks, I'm just browsing.
Why restrict yourself to browsing when you...
No
It's the
thanks.
same exact dialogue.
It's
Hey, Kodak, how you doing?
other people's conversations, Comrade Major.
You're one to talk.
Is there like a walk button? It's a crouch button.
I had my polymer treatment. You can become part of Collective with a thought device, comrades.
Nah, I'm good. Nah, this sus? Yeah, that's sus. Oh, it's a robot.
Get ready for your group photo, comrades!
Come on, guys. Don't be shy. There's room.
Can we get the atom in the picture
And the
too?
statue as well.
Everything up to there should be in the picture. It'll look great.
Here's an
Yeah, it'll look great.
lady from the future, and you're my soldiers.
Man,
Lumpy in picture.
Say cheese!
Let's take another one. Any ideas?
yeah. You and Anatoly stand like the worker and the co-host woman.
And you?
I'll be the cosmonaut, so keep still.
Say cheese!
I'm ruining it.
Can I move now?
Come on.
Hey.
Let's see the picture.
Come on, come on.
Can you show
Aw,
us the
damn it.
photograph?
Can we actually see it?
Let's see. Ah, no, I blinked.
Did you really have to make that?
Oh, I'm not actually in it. Ah, 0 out of 10. Bad game.
Listen up. Tickets are now available for a new performance at the Maya Plisetskaya Theater. Heart of the Robot, a piece for
I like those lady pants. Those are kind of, 60s.
free tickets for facility employees.
It's very much all, like, 60s clothing. Also, this is a robot. Maybe before that? I don't know. Hey! Hell yeah. Disney's clothing is so cute. I agree. I littered. Can I have another? No.
Engineer. They say Comrade Chalamet will review all the theses personally.
Boba? Oh, yeah. Weird money. Not boba. Boba means something different. That means something different. Hey, man. Just clean the door. How's the game look? How's the sound, chat?
I'm so excited for the Thought Device's features. When you really think about it, today's festivities are a celebration of every facility employee's personal achievement.
I wonder how they hover like that. You know what? I wish I was in.
Seems like the robots are causing more issues than solutions, huh? Nice book. What are you reading?
I wonder if they could make a robot dog like a real one, except you don't need to take it to a vet and it won't get old.
You know what? That's actually a great idea.
Yeah, and I'd call her Lassie.
Creative.
If anyone ever fell down a well, I'd be the first to know about it.
Hell yeah. I think this was before Lassie came out.
A decade ago, I'd never have believed.
You can just talk to everybody? Game saved.
It's like a Victory Day parade, only with less people.
Yeah.
Amazing dexterity.
Hamba jamba, kitty pampa.
Why is he not falling over?
What the fuck is that? I wonder if this is like an actual dance. I don't know what you're talking about. I played Wolfenstein a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
Comrades, residents, and visitors to Chalamet City, Dr. Sechenov's address will begin in...
I think that's just how it was back then, Ace. I mean, obviously, this is the future. This is the future past, you know. But back then, dyes weren't as intense as they are today. So they had a lot more neutral colors and muted colors, pastels, kind of thing.
Memorial for a tour. Learn about the history of Facility 3826.
Oh, I believe you, Eli.
Discoveries and pay your respects to all the victims of war.
Everyone here seems so happy and content. Just like in China.
You've been to China, Comrade Major?
I've been everywhere. I mean, everywhere except for China, I guess.
Facility 3826 isn't all that far from our Chinese allies.
I like their spirit. And I hear it's nice there.
Indeed it is.
And that's how you know we live in a world of propaganda.
Africa will produce 120% of the food it needs next year.
You dismiss human genius, but it's the small imperfections that make it art. You think I'd look good with a goatee, Ellie?
You're being vulgar.
You're being vulgar.
Just imagine all the possibilities universal polymerization will bring.
Citizens, collect your thoughts.
There are some restrictions, but you can already control robots.
I've heard they're already teaching languages through an invitation-only channel. I'm dying to learn a second language. Anything.
Hey, Ryder, how you doing?
Can the
Floating leaf?
all the new connections on Monday?
Oh, yeah.
All those people coming online at the same time.
I'm sure the engineers designed a system to withstand that sort of... Look, that robot is known as a Belyash.
Like a fried dough ball? But why?
It's a welder robot. If you ask silly questions, it'll fry your fanny.
How rude. Plus, robots can't fry anybody. It's against their programming to harm a human being.
Yeah, I know that.
It has a butthole. Hey, man.
Dear Ludmilla, I'd like to inform you that... No, that's too official. This isn't a formal letter, damn it.
He's writing to his wife or something.
Dearest, words cannot express how I... It's too sappy.
It's crazy how in-depth this is right now. Like, there's conversations for everybody that I can just, like, listen in on and talk to. Like, I'm pretty amazed right now.
Slow down, son. Slow down.
Robot helping the old man. Oh. History lessons that I can't read because I don't speak this language. Oh my god, I can read them! Comrade Sechenov develops polymers, a scientific miracle that determines the future course of human civilization in the Soviet Union abroad. 1936, discovery of polymer. Sechenov's research team, 1937, a year later. A pivotal moment in history of science and technology. The greatest minds in Soviet Union, all of them outstanding scientists, including Comrade Vavilov, Zakharov, Korolyov, Kurchatov, Lebedev, Pavlov, Sechenov, Filomoniko, and Chalome. Nailed it. Joined forces, forming scientific group that lays the foundation for astonishing scientific and technological advancements in the USSR and beyond.
You fought in the war, Comrade Major. Did you just remember something?
No, I can't remember shit. I've been drawing a blank ever since I got injured. It's like there's something stuck in my head, but I can't figure out what it is.
Huh.
Crispy critters, man. Fuck.
Watch your language, Major. We're in a public place.
Yeah, come on, Major. Invention of hydrogen cell, 1939, 2 years later. Comrade Sechenov and Filomenko create the... Hey, Via, how are you? Create the first Soviet polymer-based hydrogen cell. From this moment on, the future of Soviet robotics takes on global importance. The Brown Plague, 1942. Oh, was there... No, okay, this is the first one that does that. Okay, cool. Realizing that its fall is inevitable, the Third Reich strikes a terrible, shameful, inhuman blow against all mankind. The enemy unleashes a deadly virus called the Brown Plague into the world. The disease kills with incredible speed. There is no salvation for the monstrous pandemic, and existing drugs are powerless against it. The war claimed the lives of 10 million Soviet citizens, and then the Brown Plague took 150 million of our comrades from us. Damn. They may be gone, but they are not forgotten. They will live on forever in our memories. Notice how they only reference Soviets and not worldwide. Huh. Why their booties look like that? Why whose booties look like that? Oh, you're talking about.
I was a field medic then. Sechenov saved us all.
There's more over there.
The facility is doing our country a great service. It's all recorded here.
What year was this?
This makes me sad.
1942. So 1 year after the Brown Plague. Creation of Facility 3826. Shut up! I'm trying to read, Martin Short! God! Okay, creation of Facility 3826, which is where we are. Worldwide state-sponsored program of industrial and economic development is launched in the Soviet Union. The pride of Soviet science is created. Facility 3826, the apex of scientific progress and the home of the greatest scientists in the world. Or so they say. Collective 1.0, 1948. So, what? 5 years later? Collective 1.0 neural network is successfully launched at Facility 3826, the world's first global network. It brings together all of mankind's greatest achievements. Or so they say. First manned space flight, April 12th, 1951. An unbelievable scientific breakthrough for the Soviet Union. The Soviet cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin is the first man to fly into space. Okay, so... Hey, Twick Radon. How you doing, dog? Thank you for the follow. Stream every single night at 11 p.m. EST, except for Sunday and Wednesday. Feel free to come anytime. I also do bi-monthly 12-hour streams. We just did one that last Friday, so the next one will be in May. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload a weekly gaming news show every single Monday, and a VOD channel where I upload VODs of the stream after every single stream. There's like thousands over there. I also have a Twitter, TikTok, and a Discord. In the Discord, I post weekly schedules of all of the content going out on all of the platforms. So if there's anywhere you should be, it's the Discord. Okay, so we can see a variant here. So the Russians discovered polymers, I guess, before they discovered polymers, right? They created the polymer, and this allowed them to advance their technology in a way where they defeated Hitler, and in turn became the leading scientific nation instead of America, which brought us to where we are now. All because they discovered polymers first, which allowed them to create robotics that were severely more advanced than they had at the time. And you said for me to look at his butt. It is a weird butt, you're right.
It's all recorded here.
I don't know what that is. We just started, dog. Hey, guys.
The launch of Collective 2.0 is now at hand.
So now we're doing Collective 2.
Years hard work. All Soviet scientists should be proud of this glorious achievement.
Wow, science is amazing. The power of the polymers is incredible.
Polymers. They said it weird. Just polymer.
Higher than any bird or plane one day.
Leon Kennedy?
To the farthest reaches of the universe. We'll find new life and new civilizations. We'll boldly go where no one has ever gone before.
Hi.
Major Nechayev reporting for duty on Comrade Sechenov's direct order.
Welcome, Comrade Major. Today is a joyful occasion. The birthday of Collective.
Yeah, many happy returns. Cut to the chase, would you? I've got places to be.
Naturally. This is the future of Soviet education. A personal project of Dr. Sechenov's poly-education. Gone are the days when Soviet citizens had to spend years studying at educational institutions. From this moment
like a Bob.
Just inject a special neuropolymer encoded with the education you want. A university-level natural sciences curriculum, for example. And you'll instantly become an educated member of society. Want to learn Korean? Or get a doctorate in nuclear physics? Or learn to play the piano? With Collective 2.0, you can.
Yeah, been there, done that. Skip the foreplay, bot.
Excuse me, of course. Your particular case
bad ones
calls for something more efficacious. Nevertheless, you will still need an initial neuropolymer injection.
Efficacious.
Is expecting you, Agent P3. I've been informed of your imminent arrival. Here, take this capsule.
Agent Small PP3. Yeah, I've seen Avatar.
You have just upgraded your glove with scanner functionality. Using the neuropolymer as a conduit, the sensors in your glove are now directly connected to your neural system, especially your eyes' polymer retina. To activate the scanner, just make a special gesture. Please choose an object of interest and extend your arm toward it. The palm of your hand should be facing the object. Contract all the fingers on your hand, except for your thumb and index finger. Extend your thumb and index finger to form a right angle to activate the scanner.
Holy shit, bot. Who designed this thing? The Spanish Inquisition?
Oh. L. I can now dish out L's. Hold left alt. Okay.
Demon, be gone.
For your information, that's a highly user-friendly gesture. It was developed by our leading expert in the field of advanced interpretive avant-garde absurdist Dadaism.
Whatever that guy's been smoking, sign me up.
Didn't you say you were in a hurry just a moment ago?
Shut your trap and keep scanning, would you? I'm getting acquainted with the new hardware.
You are now capable of seeing hidden objects. This ability could prove very...
Yeah, be careful what USBs you put in your body, chat. Don't just inject USBs into your butthole at random, okay? Be very careful what USBs you ingest. L. Okay. Logically, why don't they just plug the robot into the computer and then type with whatever? Okay. So I guess this is showing the different advancements in robot technology. Oh. Wait, could I have done that this whole time? I can zoom in my eyeballs? Okay, real talk though. I know this one's derpier, but I prefer that one over the human-looking one. Like, I think that looks better. I want to see if he ever builds the robot. Like, does he ever finish the robot? I've never seen iRobot. I know what it is. No, he just undoes it? Okay. Whoa. That's sick as fuck looking, though. Reminds me of OG Space Noi. I don't know what that is. That's sick as fuck. Have you seen Hancock? I have. I think it's okay.
Welcome, comrade.
That's some interesting...
Pretty alright.
You like it? They were made by robots for this festive occasion.
You're celebrating, I feel, yeah, it looks like a bot job to me.
Yeah, it looks like a bot job to me.
You don't like it? We analyzed dozens of drawings made by various Komsomol art instructors in order to imitate the style.
Ah, AI art.
What exactly is not to your liking?
This is the future of AI art.
You're celebrating too?
Naturally, we are part of Collective 2. For us robots, universal polymerization is our goal. Our duty, even our feat of labor. Would you like me to explain in more detail?
No, thanks anyway. I'm in a hurry.
L. I'm out of here.
The address by the Director General of Facility 3826, Dr. Sechenov, is about to begin.
Greetings, comrades.
Repent, sinners.
I am Dmitry Sechenov, and this is Facility 3826. A warm welcome to your future.
Oh. Big Weld?
We stand on the brink of
the greatest event in the history of mankind. We find ourselves just one small step away from an amazing evolutionary victory that will profoundly change the world as we know it.
I see what you meant earlier, Emo. Long intro.
Thanks to my invention of neuropolymers and the process of genetic adaptation, it has now become possible to launch a worldwide, all-encompassing version of the Collective 2.0 network. At last, a network of humans and robots. Humans will be able to control machines with their thoughts alone, and finally, we will be free to forget the difficult, tedious drudgery of unskilled labor and dedicate ourselves to science. On behalf of all at Facility 3826, I present to you the device of the future, the neural connector, thought. It will allow human beings to be at the center of Collective 2.0, a network for all mankind together. Uniting the intellect of all individuals into a power.
No one to say from the threat of automation.
Report to the lobby of that neural connector, you will control robots with your mind. Mastering academic subjects with breathtaking speed. Accessing...
Hey, Robotic, how you doing?
And of course, combining it with your own individual discoveries. You will no longer need control panels, cumbersome communications equipment, and loudspeakers, documents, electronic notebooks, etc. Thought will replace every single one of them. And so much more.
Hey, Robotic, how you doing?
Want to learn a foreign language in a minute?
We just started, Robotic.
Master quantum physics in a day. Memorize literary masterpieces from around the world. This all will be possible once your thought neural connector is installed right here on your temple. All communication between your brain and your personal thought device is made possible via a tiny injection of neuropolymer at a local center for polymerization.
Injection of the polymer.
Your thought device in 5 minutes. In just 5 minutes, you'll become the future. Comrade, as a citizen of the mighty Soviet Union, join your compatriots and undergo polymerization today. Stand with collective...
So they're combining the thoughts of robot and man so that you can directly control the robot with your brain.
Glad to see you're taking it easy, Comrade Major. The car is waiting. You must go to Dr. Sechenov's office for the access code.
2 days away.
It's been left with one of his bodyguards.
Get your
Yeah,
thought
not too
device
late.
today and become Homo Futurum among the first.
I love this place. No matter how many times I come here, it always amazes me. It's just so nice.
Our elevator has arrived.
I wonder who these statues are of. Maybe this is the different... Maybe these are the different, like, sects of the, USSR today? Like, for this version of the future. So, like, you can see that's probably, like, military, medical, science? Maybe that's what it is? Maybe it's the 3 different, like, pillars? Maybe? And those are just different murals of this city. Art, maybe? You know, I don't know if the USSR is big on art. You know, if this is anything based on real life at all, I don't know if they're really big art people. I wonder what that is. Beyblade, Beyblade, let it rip. Let's fight an epic battle. That's all I know. The brain things? Oh, it is. You're right. Yeah, it is. So, like, let's say that, like, I bought the black one, right? Because I was like, I want to be, like, minimal. And then, like, all of a sudden, I was like, you know what? That was stupid. That was a stupid decision. My emo phase is over. And, like, I wanted to swap to the mint green. Is that something that I could do? Or is that, like, not? Because, like, it's like, integrated into my brain. So, like, can you not swappy doodly? You know, can you not do a little swappy doodly? Are you just stuck? You're asking us? I was just more like asking in general, but like, sure. If you had like a theory, then go for it. It was more rhetorical than anything.
Talk about style. Science is power, I tell you. The boss has a way of looking down on insurmountable obstacles. I really respect that.
There are no obstacles science cannot surmount.
Other than an electronic glove that never shuts up.
Here's your vehicle activation code, Comrade Major.
Got it.
The vehicle is waiting downstairs. You should hurry. You don't have much time.
We can take the same elevator we took to get up here.
Thanks, Einstein. What would I ever do without you?
Don't have much time now. We wasted too much walking around, I guess.
Sechenov here. Sorry I can't meet with you in person, my boy. The reporters have been hounding me all day. So,
remember when that one person said these bots with no faces look like real women?
Nothing else like it in the whole USSR.
Look like a real woman, you mean? Yeah.
Not for myself. Humanity is on the verge.
What he was basing that off of was literally just because they have the same haircut. That's it. It was just the same haircut.
Discoveries. One day we'll reach the stars. These
An insulted character like Aloy. Oh, you're talking about the other one.
To the farthest reaches of the universe.
Now you're talking about a different one.
Humanity realize its own greatness.
You're a dreamer, Dr. Sechenov.
Fantasy and science go hand in hand. Most modern inventions.
He was like sick of women being masculine or something.
Space travel, even robots.
Are you telling me you got your ideas from sci-fi novels?
I got them from the dreams of mankind, P3. Man was born to dream, to do great things. But unfortunately, there are those who wish to crush those dreams. And that's where men like you come in, Sergei. Men sworn to defend mankind and its destiny.
Need me to get rid of somebody, boss?
You're very relaxed about it, my boy. I hope it won't come to that. But let's take it one step at a time. First, you'll need a substantial glove upgrade. Report to the lab. A Tereshkova robot will meet you there and take you to the Vavilov complex. Understood?
Yes, sir. I'm getting in the car right now.
Women with abs, amazing. I saw a response to that being like women he's basing his taste on or his sex dolls, basically. I feel like the women that he was like talking about when he was like, these aren't real women, are like characters that were made specifically to not be that way. You know what I mean? Like one of the two examples that I remember he pointed to was Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn and Ellie from The Last of Us. Both of which were created with the express mission to make a not feminine or overly sexualized female character. That was that is the express goal of the creation of those characters. And those are the examples that he's pointing to. To me, they just look like normal people. I mean, they are just normal people. That's the point. That's exactly the point. Yeah, she has like peach fuzz, and he was like mad about it. That's exactly the point. They are normal people. That's where he's wrong. Like, there, not everybody needs to be your feminine sex doll. You know.
Sure, it's a solid machine. Can't stop progress, though. They're turning out new models daily.
Whoa.
This one's a gas guzzler. Wait until they're all running on electricity.
He's just weird. I got Oreos and no milk. Eat them with water.
Please secure your seatbelt. We wish you a very pleasant journey.
Okay.
Isn't there supposed to be a radio in here?
The entire Soviet Union is ecstatic about the unveiling of Collective 2.0
Yeah, I just came from one
in
of them. I
every
get
city.
it.
The American government is expressing deepening concern about the skyrocketing unemployment figures following the deliveries of robotic
Politics,
workers
screw
from the
that.
We've got plenty of thought devices. There won't be a shortage, said People's Deputy Alexander Shalchinov in response to widespread concern in the city of Uzyorsk.
How about some music? That's more like it.
I wonder if this would be a different song if I didn't have streamer mode on.
I see you've finally begun your assignment. And it's been less than an hour. Sehr gut.
Jawohl, mein Führer.
What did you just say?
I said the signal's on the fritz, but thanks anyway, Herr Stockhausen. Dr. Sechenov already filled me in.
Don't you think that may have been a bit too much?
Nope.
For some reason, your response didn't surprise me at all.
Guess I don't have any respect for brown-nosers.
Tell me, is there anyone you do have respect for?
Sure, but respect is earned. Dr. Sechenov has mine because he saved my life on the operating table. Everybody else needs to earn it. Anyway, why the hell are we riding a jalopy strapped to a damn robot? Were all the jets taken or something? Shit.
Riding turbines is an important tradition. It's a way to remember the days when Facility 3826 was brand new, as we used to ride these vehicles to our very first scientific complex.
Fair enough, but why is it a tradition to have them pulled by bumblebees? And why do we call them bumblebees when they look more like flying pigs?
Flying pigs?
I think he's supposed to be a cunt.
Flying pigs before. How about flying cows?
Yeah, on the Condor. One time some genius like you forgot to put up a fence, but those cows only flew in one direction. Straight down.
I have a suggestion, Comrade Major. Why don't you worry about your mission, and I'll do the thinking for both of us?
Shut the hell up, Glove. I'm trying to listen.
To what? Is there anything here you haven't seen yet?
I've never been here before. Zip it.
What? How come?
I don't know, damn it. Now quit bugging me.
My apologies.
See the crack on that one? One of the floating thingies had a big crack on it.
This is Facility 3826's audio guide. We will soon be arriving at our destination. Estimated time of arrival is 11:47 a.m. Outside temperature, 26 degrees Celsius. There is a slight breeze. You can now observe the Soyuz Granite Bridge spanning Lake Lazur and two of the facility's high-profile test sites, the VDNH and Sakhalin. These are connected by magnetic levitation or maglev rail. This technology was pioneered by the Chelomey Design Department and a personal project of Dr. Lebedyansky. You can now observe the operations of an automated plant, performing robot assembly and distributing machine parts required by the facility's various complexes. Controlled remotely by a collective 1.0 node, a plant such as this is capable of autonomously managing and fulfilling up to 100 orders per hour.
Sounds like unemployment to me.
Directly below is Dr. Sechenov's computational center, the main radio processing unit and control nexus for this network node. We are currently flying over sunflower solar farms, capable of supplying electricity to the entire VDNH, as well as the Friendship of People's Park, nearby settlements, and the maglev train lines.
Oh wait, no, that's a dam.
Maglev train stations connect all of Facility 3826, allowing personnel to travel from one complex to another with comfort and ease. We are now flying past the majestic Call of the Motherland Monument, erected in 1949 to mark the Soviet Union's victory in World War II, and are now entering the grounds of the Vavilov Complex, the site where Facility 3826's numerous agricultural miracles took root. You are now observing the Soviet...
I thought we were in a hurry.
Designed by sculptors Elena Muhina and Alexander Kibalnikov, and autonomously erected in 1951 by the Collective 1.0 Neural Network with the help of robot builders. Note that this effectively makes it the world's first collaborative artistic effort between man and machine. Our brief guided tour is coming to an end. Facility 3826 is always ready to welcome new specialists from anywhere in the Soviet Union. We are confident that you will be thrilled to live and work in this world of revolutionary breakthroughs and fantastic scientific achievements for the glory of the Communist Party and the Soviet people.
Major, the drove is initiating combat maneuvers.
Initiating what? For real?
Watch out!
What am I supposed to do about
For your
it?
safety,
What the?
please do not unfasten your seatbelt until the vehicle has come to a complete stop.
This is fine.
You have reached your destination. You are now at Laboratory 8 of the Vavilov Conceptual Facilities. Have a nice day.
Take my hand, Comrade Major. I will escort you to the Vavilov complex.
What the
Okay.
hell is going on here?
Unfortunately, I have no information on the subject. All the robots have been carrying out their normal operations until they suddenly became hostile.
Oh!
Lousy bot! Get your rusty metal asses out of here!
That was really very rude of them.
Fuck off, bitch!
That was really rude of them.
Our ascent is once again continuing normally. A Drofa towing robot will be here shortly to perform magnetic coupling and take us by air to...
Son of a bitch, not again.
Oh, help me, Comrade Major. I'm falling.
What the shit?
Does it count as falling if you're going up?
Attention. This is an emergency communication. There has been a critical breach in Facility 3826.
Oh, shit, my head's killing me. Ugh.
Do not interact with the robot. Do not panic.
Yeah, I'm sure the launch went well. I don't.
Shut up and take my money!
Cool. I have the Force.
Wizard, this is P3. Come in.
Sergey, are you
You okay, Kwasan?
I'm okay, boss.
Wheeler, thank you. Shut up. Wheeler, thank you for gifting $15 to International Medical Corps. I appreciate that. Thank you. Gifting, donating. Thank you for donating $15 to International Medical Corps. And hi, dude. How are you?
Supposed to be. Whatever's going on clearly started a while ago.
Good night, Kwasan. I love you. Mwah.
He's a traitor who hacked into Collective's central hub and caused the civilian robots to attack facility employees.
Pig.
Petrov has the access codes for the hub. Your mission is to find him and bring him to me alive.
Copy that, sir. The target is Viktor Petrov. My mission is to find him and bring him to you.
Exactly. Sechenov out.
Okay. So yeah, the launch went great. Chat, should I kill the pig? No? How about the cocks? Should I kill the cocks?
Avoid contact with robots or security system surveillance center. Refrain from shouting, making loud noises, or talking aloud. Your life is in danger.
Okay. No, chicken cute? Okay. I wasn't expecting him to react. Chicken. 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 What? I didn't deserve that. I'm assuming you're probably gonna attack me, huh? Yeah? Okay. Oh! Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and kill you too. Alright, cool. To dodge flying objects and projectiles, press left shift while moving. Oh, okay. Oh, and I can loot them. Oh. Oh, okay. It just kind of auto-loots. What the fuck? What if the chickens are also robots? I'm like almost dead. Press X to restore your health.
Upon leaving your workplace, proceed straight to your official residence. Staff housed at the Lesnaya Hotel are to lock themselves in their rooms and refrain from venturing outside.
Cool. Do they have Legend of Zelda? If you mess with them, do they attack? Well, they're just attacking me and I'm not messing with them, so... Yes. Interesting.
You are hereby prohibited to leave your place of residence.
Holy shit. Hey, Glove.
Worm.
Details on the target.
Viktor Petrov is the lead engineer behind Collective 2.0.
Should I kill the cow?
Treason and sentenced to community service at the Vavilov complex.
Got it. I can deal with that. Where should I start looking?
Petrov is currently somewhere in the underground levels of the Vavilov complex. We'll have to find a way inside.
Okay, let's do it.
Come on! Anybody!
Hey, you! I'm coming. You alive in there?
You okay? What?
Shit! Get away from me!
And literally. Uh-oh, Stinky! Boop! Oh.
Go fuck yourself! Get the fuck off me!
You try to do the good thing. What was that? Greenie!
What are you gawking at? Almost choked to death.
Her name is literally Granny.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, you should be more careful. This place is a damn madhouse.
Yeah, I noticed. Thanks for the help,
No
ma'am.
sweat, Sonny. What are you doing here, anyway?
Oh, just passing through. Who are you?
Me? Xena. Granny Xena. That's all you need to know.
I'll check if I can.
Fine, I get it. So what's going on here? Lots of casualties.
I don't know if you noticed, but the robots are attacking people. Anyone who couldn't find a place to hide is dead meat.
I could really use a weapon. You got anything?
Of course. But I'm not giving you shit. Beneath us is a complex. If you need a weapon, go down there.
The Vavilov complex? That's where I'm headed.
Ah. Well, today's your lucky day. I'm heading that way too. It's basically safe.
Basically safe.
Shit! It's a Pchela!
Son of a bitch. We've got 30 seconds. Move your ass!
30 seconds until what?
Well, I can't free the piggies!
30 seconds until we're fucked, sonny boy. Royally fucked. No good. Get over here, beefcake. Now. Take this key and turn it clockwise. I said clockwise, idiot. Yeah. I'll hold them off for now.
You got a hell of an arsenal there, lady. What are you planning?
Here we go. You've been riding my ass for 2 days now. Take that. Eat shit and die. Shit.
Don't kill Granny.
Come to Granny.
Where'd you get that thing?
No
Give it to
way.
me.
You hang on to that key. I got this.
Yo, Granny.
Holy shit!
Big boy. Is Granny in here? This was a loading screen. This is a loading screen right now. Where's Granny? Rip Grandma, no one can hurt you. Ah, she's fine, probably, maybe. God damn, Jesus, fucking smoked half the cigarette in one puff. Jesus Christ. What a goddamn clusterfuck. Hey, man. Oh, he has loot. Hell yeah. I don't know what any of these do yet, but goddamn am I getting them.
Gee, you think? Enough with the lame advice, will ya? Why don't you tell me more about Petrov? How'd they track him down anyway?
Petrov's betrayal was discovered by Mikhail Stockhausen. He was then arrested by the Argentum unit.
So how'd he end up here?
Oh, really?
At the trial, Petrov was sentenced to community service and sent back here as a prisoner.
What, they couldn't find anyone else in the whole Soviet Union to do his job?
Collective's launch was only a few months away. Replacing the lead engineer would have been foolish. Petrov had to finish what he'd started, and that's what they made him do.
What's so special about the guy?
Victor Petrov was previously the lead engineer of a secret department within the Academy of Consequences, dedicated to programming robots for Collective 2.0.
Right.
Can I talk to the dude in the safe? I guess not. Loot. Can't miss the loot. We're playing on the hard difficulty, chat. We gotta get as much loot as we can. I stuck that valve in my butthole. Huh. Loot? What the fuck is that? Is that just a watch? She almost got away. Chirper.
There's been an incident in the Vavilov
They can
complex.
hear you.
Robots have started killing everyone in sight. Right now, I'm in...
Hey, who's there?
They found me. Stay away! I've got a grenade!
Hey, lady, this is Sergeant Major Ibrahimov. I'm human. You need to come with us. It's dangerous here.
Get away from me, you monster!
No, listen to me!
Welcome to the Vavilov complex.
Yeah, but I'm a gamer, robotic.
Soviet botanist. The Vavilov complex is a leading scientific institution dedicated to the study of the Earth's flora. Its area of expertise makes the Vavilov complex central to the exploration and colonization of other planets in the solar system. It is here that our greatest scientists are producing new plants designed to thrive in extraterrestrial soils. This momentous task is made possible by the use of advanced breeding methods, coupled with a highly developed system of bio-isolation.
Uh-huh.
Hey!
The door? Yeah.
Turn the handle and open the door!
Jeez. Oh!
Hang on!
Oh! Cool gun, though.
Remember that illicit possession and dissemination of
Shotgun. What's that say? They can hear you. Okay.
punishable by capital punishment.
Telling Keon you think he's bad at video games? I don't think he's bad at video games. I just think I'm better. Hey, I'm a gamer. I'm an MLG gamer, okay? It does not get better than me. I'm as good as it gets. Safe areas. Break rooms are the game's safe areas, each equipped with a save game machine. Okay. Think he's horrible because you're bad? Nah, I'm a god gamer. I'm as good as it gets. Huh. I wish this had audio. Oh, it just restarted. Okay.
Saving data.
Cool. Oh, just so you guys know it exists, in the upper right, there's like an alarm level thing that you can see there. I don't really know. I mean, I can assume what that means, you know, like, how many baddies are coming for me based on, like, GTA stars, but, like, I don't know what that means. Is this MGS? More like Bioshock.
And the machines rose.
Forewarned is forearmed. Enemies can perform power attacks that knock P3 down if they hit. When an enemy is charging a power attack, Charles will indicate the best moment to dodge. Upon seeing the red highlight, press L to dodge.
May I give you some advice?
I'm kind of busy right now.
Try to avoid the robot's more powerful attacks.
They're all powerful.
Attacks performed by a robot during a power surge are especially dangerous and may knock you down.
Shit on a shingle. Why didn't you
Tell me that before.
Yeah, this guy has a lot of health. There we go.
At this rate, I won't last long. That first bot really kicked my ass.
Destroyed robots contain a neuropolymer resuscitation drug called Neuromed. Extract the Neuromed capsule and use it to heal yourself.
They don't really have one.
It wouldn't hurt to collect.
If there are a lot of crates in front of you, hold F in their direction and move from one to the other without releasing F. Oh, wow.
Find along the way, Major. May I remind you that your gear and
That's really sick.
have a Lockov backpack for storing items and equipment. It utilizes a quantum singularity to shrink items placed within it, then restores them to their original size upon extraction.
Well, shut up.
Weird science, huh? It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
No! How do I replay it? How do I get to it? Please. Let me listen to the lore. Oh, wow. I don't want to read all that right now. Owl? Oh. They all have, like... What? They all have, like, their own thingies. We haven't seen, like, a lot of these yet. Not what I wanted. I wanted the chirper. This. Are you fucking kidding me? I gotta have it open now? Because I didn't
This is an emergency login.
Why'd you turn that thing on, huh?
We were ordered to turn it on when you got here, Comrade Muravyova. My orders are to document everything and...
You can document your own ass if you want to, but you're not recording me, and let me through. And don't call me Comrade Muravyova. I'm Granny Zena to you, Sonny.
We aren't allowed to let you through, Granny Zena. Not without authorization.
Really?
Hey, Grouchy, how are you?
I was allowed in here before, and now I'm not? Listen here. Either you let me through right this instant, or I'll come back later. And somebody else will be cooling his heels in here. What you say?
Go ahead.
That's what I thought. Dismissed.
I like Granny Zena. Granny Zena is the best part of this game so far. I'm just looting. What? Order June 3rd, 1955. Order from Comrade Sessionov, director. All employees in Facility 3826, including service employees, are to undergo polymerization on June 10th, 1955. Make sure everyone signs the protocol after the procedure. In response to your inquiry, here's an evaluation of prisoner V. Petrov. He was a prisoner. Mental state, nervous, impulsive, working at Pilsetskaya Theater, has had an obvious effect on the prisoner's psychological state. He is obsessed with theatrical, images for several months now, and recites poems by some unknown poet in his sleep. Physical state, average physical health, occasional nervous tic. Security status, flight risk. Despite Comrade Sessionov's personal request not to use harsh methods to prevent his escape, constant surveillance is recommended. P.S. Unofficially, Petrov has been losing his marbles for a while now because of everything that's happened to him. Psychologically speaking, there are no objective causes that could have led to his psychopathy? Psychopathy?
Shut up and take my money!
Jeez. Theo, thank you for donating 50 buckaroonies to the International Medical Corp, meeting the goal of 100 buckaroonies on our first day. On our first day, we met our goal of 100 buckaroonies. Hell yeah, chat. Fuck yeah. Way to prove me wrong. Way to prove me wrong, chat. Fuck yeah. Well done. As a result, I believe that the theater is more than just a workplace to him. I suggest sending a team to search his workstation. It's just through Twitch, dude. I'd like to call your attention... How you doing, Theo? I'd like to call your attention to Zenaida Muravyova, aka Granny Zena, is not allowed to enter the approach the sapling warehouse without authorization under any circumstances. Comrade Murray has previously taken seeds and saplings of experimental flowers back to her dwelling under the pretext of performing an inspection, then cultivated them privately. Since these plants are in early experimental stages and may have characteristics that have yet to be fully studied, this could be dangerous. P.S. Don't react to Granny Zena's rudeness. Behave yourselves. Yo, she's smoking weed! Does it not work on mobile? I have no idea. Prove you wrong? Now I feel better? Because I set the goal low. I set the goal to 100 because I was like, you know, we're not made of money. And then you guys got to it on the first day of us running it, so you proved me wrong. Inform Comrade Sessionov about the incident on the germination workshop. James Corden off the hospital where the victims are being treated. Let no one into the ward other than medical personnel and Comrade Sessionov. Huh. Where's Piklov or whatever his name was? Why is it scrolling so slow? It's only scrolling when I'm over the faces. I wonder who these people are in actuality. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see Piklov. I want to donate, and I can't find the donate button. I don't know how it works on mobile. Do not know. Research key to the great harvest. Sorry I failed you. You're all good. You didn't fail me. You're fine. Big hallway.
Sneak up on the robot and perform a stealth attack. I'll use the opportunity to permanently disable it.
We injected into its butthole? Oh, I didn't realize that okay. It's a learning process. Space to get revenge. First death. Frick Twitch, man. Yo, frick Twitch. Seems like I can't find anything on a mobile. Good old Twitch back at it again, being dog shit and not fully rolling out the system on their platform. I think if you just give bits, then it'll go to the charity, but I'm not confident on that. So don't do it, because the money might just go to me. Yeah, they do be having a lot of health. So why can we trust our hand robot?
Try to avoid the robot.
I don't think we can.
They're all powerful. Attacks performed by a robot during a power surge are especially dangerous and may knock you down.
Shit on a shingle. Why didn't you tell me that before?
I'm not sure we can.
Other resources you find along the way, Major. May I remind you that your gear includes a special Yarov Abalakov backpack for storing items and equipment? It utilizes a quantum singularity to shrink items placed within it, then restores them to their original size upon extraction.
Yeah, weird science, huh? It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
Alright, listen to it. Oh, hang on. Let me open the computer and browse through those again so that it knows that I looked at them. No map, I think. What? No map. Move into open space. I'm not in open space.
Sneak up on the robot and perform a stealth attack. I'll use the opportunity to permanently disable it.
Yeah, there was like a service robot that that wasn't affected. So I don't know why these are the only ones that are.
Have a seat, Mikhail. I just need to finish my work, and then I'll help you with that report. Lab Tech 84, bring Comrade Koltsov some tea. I'll be with you in a second, okay?
I like the fluid looting. It's cool.
Hey, is that a pair? Is it working?
All pairs at Facility 3826 are connected to emergency power and are never turned off.
I'm assuming this is the computer.
This allows employees to remain in constant contact.
But I need, like, a password or an access level or something to get into a pair, right?
I can provide you with access to any facility device. This also applies to the chirpers you will surely encounter while en route.
I'll probably find one eventually.
Got it.
Germination Workshop. Hardworking antisocial. This is just the prisoners. Following employees from the pesticide workshop escort victim A. Naililov to the Vavilov. Be kinder. I'd like to remind our comrades in the security department that the days of Comrade Stalin's purges are over. Yes, the people carrying out their sentences at Vavilov have committed various crimes, but they're still human beings, and they're still our comrades. How we treat them here will determine whether or not they learn a lesson from their punishment and recognize the error of their ways. However, I've heard a lot of complaints about prisoners being treated poorly. Let me remind you that this is neither a penal colony nor a prison. Be kind, friends. We'll probably find a map eventually. Death to imperialism! Uh-huh. I thought... we were born to make dreams come true.
Hey, Glove.
My name is Charles, Comrade Major.
Whatever. Hey, how'd this Petrov guy manage to hack Collective?
The traitor wasn't working alone. He was conspiring with several others.
Several, huh? So where are they?
They have already been eliminated. But it will be impossible to get to Petrov without your assistance. That's why you're here.
What? Oh. It's Skyrim. Got it. Whoa. I can pick up things? Huh. But only certain things? Huh. Can I throw it? No. Huh? Fuck!
So you're telling me a handful of traitors somehow managed to hack into Collective, a network created by the best minds in the Soviet Union?
Technically speaking, Collective has not been hacked. No one could possibly circumvent the algorithms created by Professor Len.
Oh, I see why you said no map now. I see why you said it. I didn't get the joke. I get it now. I also see what Keon meant. Chat, should I lower it?
And the machines rose from the ashes.
I didn't even get up. What's the death command? F? Yeah, F then reason. Exclamation mark F then reason. It's a lot more enjoyable watching you enjoy a game. I mean, I'm not having a bad time. I can just definitely see what he meant by they have infinite health. Same with Poppy Eric, Jamie. Jamie also said the same thing. That it's a little intense. I don't believe you that you just changed that on the fly. It's new. Oh, we gotta take an ad break, chat. I was muted. Fuck! When I alt-tabbed, I accidentally shot. I shot my one bullet. But I just looted this and I got 3 more. I really need to fix these transitions, as is a lot of things. I need to fix a lot of things that I haven't been fixing.
The ashes.
Hey, man. Okay. I thought I could get a cheeky heavy. That was much faster.
May I give you some advice?
No. Okay, I gotta leave this room in chat.
Powerful attacks.
They're all powerful.
Attacks performed by a robot during a power surge are especially dangerous and may knock you.
Blah 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 blah.
It wouldn't hurt to collect other resources you find along the way, Major.
Chad, if you could replace any part of your body with like a robot part to like enhance it, or change it, what part would you change out?
It utilizes a quantum singularity to shrink items placed within it, then restores them to their original size upon extraction.
Yeah, weird science, huh? It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
It's like we're living in sci-fi times or something.
Sneak up on the robot and perform a stealth attack. I'll use the opportunity to permanently disable it.
My whole body? Yeah?
Have a seat.
Excuse me while I re-loot this room. You fucked, nerd. Okay. Ride my arms if there are no drawbacks. Well, as an artist, you would be drawing backs very often, I assume, but stomach or lungs? For me, it would be eyes.
Hey, glove.
My name is Charles, Comrade Major.
Whatever. Hey, How this Petrov guy managed to hack Collective?
The traitor wasn't working alone. He was conspiring with several others.
Several, huh? So where are they?
They have already been eliminated. But it will be impossible to get to Petrov.
Oh, so I just skipped the door the door lockpick. That's sick. Dishonored style, multiple paths, multiple options, you know? Okay, so last time this dude got up, can I sneak up on him? No.
So you're telling me a handful of traitors somehow managed to hack into Collective, a network created by the best minds in the Soviet Union?
Technically speaking, Collective has not been hacked.
I didn't read
No
that.
one could possibly circumvent the algorithms created by Professor Lebedev's
I'll read it in a minute.
at the Academy of Consequences.
Then why is all this crazy shit going down?
The traitors introduced a false combat mode into one of Collective's algorithms that causes the central hub to see all humans as invading soldiers.
And our scientists really can't fix it without Petrov.
They can, but it will take some time, during which many more people will die, and information about the incident will make its way outside the facility.
Please note that as of June 1st, 1955, the employee break rooms will be used by Chess Club according to their capacity. Our best players happen to be from the security department, and given that the Dilettantes from the VDNH team lost during the qualifying round, our strategists have the right to spend every free minute honing their skills. We've got a match against the lab assistants from Pavlov coming up. And those guys know their stuff. The prize will be 18 boxes of candy from my private stash. Don't ask where I got them. All employees in Facility 3826, including service employees, are to undergo polymerization. Oh, we heard that before.
4557A, number 90744A, and number 07.
Did I say 1/3? Huh. 113.
Please hand over.
I wonder why that is.
And proceed to social control. Repeat.
Do all of them say 113? Yes. No, I'm proud of my small penis. I would get robot eyes, and I would have HUD at all times. I would have, I wouldn't need to use my phone anymore. I just have HUD. I'd like HUD glasses, yeah, but then I wouldn't need glasses. I would just have eyes that do it. Like I would just have eyes that do it. I wouldn't need like blue blocker lenses or anything like that. Like I just oh hi. I think it's shotgun time, huh? Like I wouldn't. I would just be good. Easy peasy. I don't mind glasses. I like glasses. I like my glasses. I think I look better with the glasses, but HUD.
As a Soviet scientist, I've always considered myself an atheist. But right now, there's only one thing I can say. May God have mercy.
Damn it, why is everything locked here?
Emergency.
Stop interrupting it!
As soon as the robots began attacking humans, Facility 3826 is on lockdown. That includes the inner sector.
So how am I supposed to open this door?
It's locked with an electromagnetic lock.
So I need to fry it with an electromagnetic pulse. How the hell am I gonna do that?
Your glove can be equipped with an EMP-generating shock module. A capsule containing the neuropolymer required to install the shock module should be somewhere on facility grounds.
Okay, I'll deal with it.
See on our souls. We've locked the magnetic door to the cable car tunnel, but I don't know how long we can keep the robots inside the complex. Hey, Ivan, is it me? Or did that bush just move? Ivan! Ivan!
What if your eyeballs get hacked? What if you forget to update your eyeballies? Hacking is always a risk for everything. Like, that's always going to be a risk for no matter what we say. But, like, imagine, like, I press, like, a little button on my temple and, like, labels start popping up for everything, you know? Like, let's say I'm, like, building a computer and, like, I press a button and little labels show up with, like, steps in which to do it and stuff like that. It's, like, having, like, that kind of ability where you could just have, like, little pop-ups to, like, direct you through things and stuff. Like, it'd be infinitely useful.
It's too dangerous to keep leaving messages like this. This is the last one.
Hey.
I'm getting my paperwork together, and then I'll be right behind you. I'm going to get out of this nightmare. Yours always, L.
Or even, like, video game style GPS where, like, an arrow is pointing you in a direction. You know, being able to censor stuff from your eyes. Yeah, it's like, it would have a lot of uses, use cases where it would be, valuable. Huh.
Something's wrong.
Oh, shit!
Worm!
Come on, get up, soldier. Great, just a little more. You okay?
I'm fine.
How many fingers?
4.
Great, now get up. I need your help.
Who are they?
They brought you here. Put pressure on this wound. They tried to save you.
And who are you?
Doctor.
You got a name?
No time for small talk.
God damn.
Forceps. Forceps, forceps, forceps!
In the time that it took you to say no time for small talk, you could have said who you were.
You got a neuropolymer capsule.
We don't need one.
Yeah. So what's your name, Doc?
Larissa, and you ask a lot of questions.
You know what? You're on your own. You got this.
Where are you going? It's useless. We don't have the equipment.
I've got the equipment. Great. Now we're getting
How
somewhere.
did you do that?
You ask a lot of questions. Get out! Larissa!
No! I don't want to die!
Hi. Oh. It's purple guy.
Holy shit. Avoid the beam.
What? Easy peasy.
Terminated. Charles, where does the shaft Larissa crawled into go?
It's hard to say. The ventilation system contains a large number of branching ducts.
Fine. I can deal with it later.
I don't understand what the thing was that he was like, oh, now we're getting somewhere. Is that like his drugs? Like I didn't understand what it was.
Door.
A lock.
Are you serious? Then open it already. Come on, we're in a hurry.
What?
I'm unable to assist you. I lack any kind of lock-picking functionality. You'll have to find your own method for picking locks. I'm sure you're smart enough.
Yeah, right. In other words, you're basically useless, as always.
Try snapping your fingers at the exact moment.
It worked.
They talk too much.
A lullaby? I don't like this. Charles, what's on the other side of the door?
That's Nora's voice. She's very dangerous.
Where's Nora? Okay.
Saving data.
Hi. Are you Nora?
Fuck me!
Oh, what a stud! I can't get enough. Jocks, let me tell.
Ah, this is the fuckable fridge.
No need to fight back, sugar. Oh, you're gonna love this.
Don't let her bind your arms.
Can't you see I'm trying? Open to suggestions!
Bring me to her sensor manipulator, quick!
How titillating. Rebellious dominant men really turn me.
I'd fuck a fridge.
Oh, I'll turn you on, all right. Just let me at you.
What a brute! Oh, I love tough guys. I'm on fire.
Closer! I can't reach her!
I'm trying. She's one strong-ass bitch.
I'm at your service, sugar. Anything for my master? What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'd fuck a fridge. Crispy, thank you for the follow.
But choose shock for now.
I stream every single night at 11 p.m. EST, except for Sunday and Wednesday. Feel free to come by anytime. I also do bi-monthly 12-hour streams. We just did one last Friday, so the next one will be in May. I also have a YouTube channel where I upload a weekly gaming news show every single Monday. A second YouTube channel where I upload VODs of the stream. And a Twitter, a TikTok, and a Discord. In the Discord, I post a weekly schedule for all of the content that I'm putting out throughout the week. So if there's anywhere to be, it's the Discord. How you doing, Crispy? You were definitely following the whole time, yes. I was told that I'm required to pick shock.
To acquire about 50 grams of neuropolymer. I suggest exchanging this dose with lovely Nora for a new skill. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, Nora is the fridge? Okay. So now I'm getting the shock ability. Here, yeah, I'll go over here so you guys see it. Your glove can produce an electromagnetic discharge that targets enemies and deals electric damage. Robotic targets are especially vulnerable to electricity. Okay. Next screen. Switch to crafting.
Oh, how can I resist? Now let me show you what I can do. Professionally.
Choose upgrades.
I've seen it. Literally. Crispy.
Swede?
I am here to help you upgrade your red hot.
No, Crispy Chaos.
And believe me, handsome, you can upgrade whatever tickles your fancy.
Weapons are useful. Open the corresponding window, Major.
Get rid of that glove, handsome. You don't need him anymore now that you've got me. I'll service you however you want. Got a sword? A massive sword? Thrust it deep into my socket so I can make it sturdier and sharper.
Nora can upgrade weapons and equipment, as well as manufacture new items from blueprints. To do this, provide the repair vendor with the resources you will undoubtedly find as you rummage through the entire area.
You can fill me with whatever you want, big guy. Insert your axe. I'll give you the time of your life.
You're sick, you know that?
Deeper? Again? Oh, yes, honey, more! More! Yes! But I can do so much more! A quick romp with your axe is just a taste of things to come, you handsome beast. Did you enjoy it, big guy?
Yeah. Cool.
Use this powerful weapon to split the skulls of your enemies and bring me gifts so we can get down and dirty. I'll show you what real smut feels like.
Why should I bring you gifts?
Girls like being pampered.
Because the repair vendor needs resources to break them down and produce items. Luckily for us, it's not very picky, although some upgrades may call for unique components.
I take it the facility is full of all kinds of junk.
It is indeed, Comrade Major.
I'll keep an eye out then.
I can't wait for your strong hands to grope my interface with lustful abandon.
That's it. We're done here. Let's go.
The male agenda. Arsenal upgrades? This is what this is what they think smart fridges are like. I wish smart fridges were like this. I can do some... consumables, ammo, cartridge, upgrade. So I can upgrade like specific parts. Video not available. Increase rate of fire, muzzle brake, cartridge gun, magazine, aiming devices. Huh. I upgraded the blade just then with the steel blade. And the crushing blow. Cartridge gun? What does that mean? This installation of cartridge module allows for the application of thin layer of special chemical polymer to the blade, to the weapon's blade, giving it additional properties when it comes to contact with the enemy. Huh. Ace, really cool how the two Ace folks in chats are the uncomfy ones. I'm not Ace and I'm uncomfortable. I was insanely uncomfortable. Shock electrifies enemies. I can't upgrade character yet. I can get Frostbite, Telekinesis, Polymeric Jet. Your glove can spray targets and surfaces with a jet of combat polymer. Once applied, combat polymer can be set on fire, electrified, or frozen, dealing damage to corresponding types of affected enemies. Polymeric Shield. Trying to use the shield. Energy Management. Adds another polymer power cell to the recirculation chamber. I'm gonna save for now. First time I watched this, I quite literally had to tab out a stream because you had to masturbate. I get it. Yeah, no, that was insanely uncomfortable.
What's with the Vovas with black bodies, Nikolai? Regular VOV-A6s follow my orders and are always polite. But the black ones walk around like they own the place. They go wherever they want, just ignore orders. Yesterday, one of them bumped into me and didn't even apologize. They only respond to people with high social ratings or something. Get back to me when you can.
I forgot I could do this. But it doesn't seem to do anything. I can see that there's enemies over there. I thought it would be like... scan them for like... notes or something.
Jump down? They've no power. If you reconnect the power, they'll start working again.
So it looks like I need to find a circuit breaker. But where the hell is it? I could follow the wires, but they're all hidden inside the walls.
Electrical emissions can be detected via scanner.
Exposing the hidden. Oh. Is that it? I don't know. Was that a comment on race, not Pog? I wasn't listening, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But take care. There's a dandelion security camera up ahead. If it detects us, this place will be swarming with robots.
Take it easy. I can always distract it by throwing something, then knock it out with an EMP.
I'm having a good time. Too much dialogue. You know? I feel like there's so much dialogue that, like, I'm not allowed to...
Comrade Major, you said you knew how to avoid the camera.
I did.
Expected more subtlety from a professional such as yourself.
I did avoid it.
Need to go in guns blazing. This was one of those times.
I avoided it very easily, see? Oh. Yeah, that's motion sickness central. No thanks. I think it said the black robots don't listen and are rude. Huh. Yeah, I'm, yeah. The big problem that people are having with this game is obviously that it's very Russia-centric. In a time where being Russia-centric is not really a great thing.
Aha! You found the key. We can access the circuit breaker now.
Yep. But I'm just gonna have a look around first. I need some parts to upgrade my... Far with this pile of shit.
I wouldn't dream of stopping you.
Smart move, Charles. Smart move.
I don't know. I gotta be very critical of this. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. What'll happen if word gets out about this?
The Soviet Union's reputation will suffer. Soviet robots are considered to be perfectly safe and reliable all over the world.
They are?
Of course they are. That's why Petrov's treason struck at the very heart of the motherland. He quite literally stabbed his own country in the back. He wants the entire world to stop using our robots.
That son of a bitch.
They say Monday begins on Saturday, but I'd like you to really take the weekend off. As you know,
but that's why we're running the charity.
Is happening throughout
that we are.
Soviet Union on Monday the 13th. And our executive leaders want us to put together a team of volunteers for the upcoming celebrations. Anybody who works on the 11th or the 12th will get a reprimand, not a bonus. Have a great weekend.
That's why we're running the charity that we are, and you guys have already donated more than what this game costs. I didn't mean to do that. But even beyond that, I'm also playing this on Game Pass. So at most they get like $10 of my money, so it's like even if by the end of this game we're like, yeah, this game is not great and shouldn't have supported Russia in the way that it did, or rather, not supported, but shown Russia in the light that they did. Even if that's like our opinion by the end of the game, we've already undid the damage that we've done. You know what I mean? Or rather, you guys have done the damage that I've done, because because I'm the one playing it.
Hey, let's put a cookie in there. Yeah, even Locks like cookies, right?
What?
Charles?
Yes?
Do you like cookies?
Ahem.
I don't like the main character's voice. Me neither.
This is a passive security system with a laser relay. I've seen stuff like this plenty of times. You need a color code.
Unfortunately, we don't have any codes.
The decoder. Comrade Vishnevya, regarding your question about the functionality of the beam decoder, this bulky system is a passive security device. Yes, as you have correctly remarked, any child could operate it, but while this child of yours is entering combinations, the signal is sent to the security panel, and the guard on duty can stop any unauthorized actions, whereas in an emergency, it can be operated by an untrained employee. What's that noise? Also, due to software limitations, robots cannot control beam decoder, which reduces the chance of an error in the event of robot malfunction. Congratulations on your promotion to the position of programmer and planner for the Vavilov complex. I and the entire management staff are thrilled by your resume and recommendation. I apologize in advance for the somewhat less than ideal workspace. The previous employee was quite slovenly, which led to a demotion. I'm sure a woman's touch will do wonders to the office. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me, Ekaterina. Best wishes, Vavilov.
You'll have to try to decipher it using logic.
Seriously? Like I was gonna stand here until it turns off on its own.
Yeah, I mean, I am enjoying everything about this game so far, except for the main character's dialogue and intern Charles' dialogue. I don't know if it blew up. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Chad, I broke the game. Chad, I broke it. Chad, I broke it. Can I grab anything close to me, or... Well... Alright. That one, I guess. Have you gotten over the habit of breaking games? Nope. Nope. Just been playing a lot of polished video games, I guess. I don't know where we are anymore. Well, I guess this is right after we got the cookie.
Hey, Chuck.
Charles.
Whatever. What'll happen if word gets out about this?
The Soviet Union's reputation will suffer. Soviet robots are considered to be perfectly safe and reliable all over the world.
They are?
Of course they are. That's why Petrov's treason struck at the very heart of the motherland. He quite literally stabbed his own country in the back. He wants...
Yeah, I get to listen to this dialogue again.
That son of a bitch.
They say Monday begins on Saturday, but I'd like you to really take the weekend off. As you know...
Shut up. See, like... Compare this to Skyward Sword. Now, this is a companion character that talks too much. This is, you know, it's like... I don't dislike the main character or Charles, but it's the fact that both of them are talking all the time and having a conversation, where it's like, I wish that it was just the main character and he was interacting with other characters every now and then, or if it was just Charles and it was interacting with other characters every now and then. You know what I mean? I don't dislike them as characters. They're just talking too much.
I've seen stuff like this.
Hopefully it slows down.
You need a color code.
Unfortunately, we don't have any codes. You'll have to try to decipher it using logic.
Seriously? Like I was gonna stand here until it turns off on its own.
Hang on, I got this.
Try to match the colors of the laser beams.
Hey, shut up!
The lights. That should help.
Yeah, the power's on. Let's head back.
Okay. Watch your step. Worst part for me, I think, is genuinely just the way they are talking. To me, it sounds incredibly disjointed, just abrasive. Relationship seems to bounce from friends to complete enemies. Like they're stuck in 2 rooms from sentence to sentence. I don't know. For me, that doesn't bother me. For me, it's just the fact that they talk too much.
In other words, you don't actually know. In that case, I'm taking the one on the left.
Yep.
I've marked another waypoint for ease of navigation.
How dense do you think I am? I know where I need to go to complete my mission.
I was only trying to make things easier for you.
You can make things easier by getting off my grill.
I agree. Get off my grill.
Hey, Chaz.
Charles.
Yeah. So, how'd Petrov get away? There are more soldiers here than civilians.
Some people believe that Petrov had help.
So he's not alone. But you said all his partners were eliminated, right? Who else is there?
That information is not yet available. We only have speculation, not facts.
Well, I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
See, like, that's a dialogue that didn't need to happen. It's how much they're talking about nothing is the problem. Like, why did that conversation about the elevator need to happen? That didn't need to happen. Just let me take the elevator. I took the left one. Nothing fucking happened. So there shouldn't have been a dialogue there, because it was a non-dialogue, you know? It had no point. It was non-conversation. It's stuff like that that I have a problem with. If it was just every now and then them having conversation, then it's fine. It's the amount that I have a problem with. But I'm going to stop complaining about it, I'm going to continue playing the game, and if it slows down, awesome. You know? That'd be awesome if it slowed down. If it doesn't, then that'll be a negative in the review. Just know that every single time it's happening, it does bother me.
The door is electromagnetically locked.
Are you freaking deaf or something?
Pardon me, please continue.
Use shock on enemies to stop them in their tracks or even kill them. Because maybe it's just a tutorial thing. It's 1 a.m. My ass needs some self-care. Have fun kicking robots. You have a good lurk. I love you. Mwah! Thank you for stopping by and following and hanging out and stuff. I hope you continue to enjoy the content. I wonder if I can go in there. Time to start looking. Can I get in here? Yes. Close the door. Stealth, chat. Stealth.
Follow your shift schedule carefully. An extra minute spent at lunch is a minute stolen from the people.
I have so many thoughts. I have so many thoughts that I'm choosing not to say. Top secret. Order to the security manager of Avalon Project. Enhanced supervision of prisoners. Order. Enhanced supervision of prisoner S. Tooth Petrov. Observe his actions carefully and make sure he is watched constantly. Do not assign him work during his shift that requires him to leave the archive or the cold workshop. A polymetrically encrypted message sent to terminals used by V. Petrov has just been detected. There's currently no way to decrypt any text or data. Decrypt. But the senders have been identified. A. Ramashkov, the head engineer, and V. Vyshegorodsky, a senior engineer. One N. Solman is also mentioned, although his identity cannot be established at this time. These individuals could potentially be Petrov's conspirators. What was that? N. Solman. N. Solman. Not too lazy.
Victor, honey, I missed you so much.
Sweetie, you're here?
Is that Petrov?
How did you manage to get inside?
I took someone else's papers and pretended to be one of the doctors. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm here now, sweetheart. And I brought the equipment you asked for.
I know that voice. Where have I heard it before?
I'm sorry I dragged you into all this, sweetheart, but Sechenov's gone too far. I talked to Stockhausen.
Is that not the short-haired lady from earlier?
I thought he'd help me stop this madness, but the sneaky son of a bitch played me. So Sechenov threw me in here.
It doesn't matter anymore. I'll get you out of here. Tell me what to do.
You'll have to cause a tiny malfunction in Collective. Don't worry. It's just a couple of software glitches. I've got like-minded colleagues waiting for my signal in other complexes. We're going to sabotage the facilities all at once. Then the world will finally see what the Kremlin dictatorship is up to.
Then what? Sechenov will never stop looking for us.
We'll flee the country, defect to the US and live in luxury for the rest of our lives. Once we expose Sechenov, he'll no longer have the means to harm us. But first, I need to access the network.
Okay, I'll connect your equipment to the main server. And then...
Look at how the, this technology that is causing this hologram, it looks heat-based. See how it's like waving, like when you're looking at the road on a hot day and you see that like wave of heat over the road? That's what this looks like. So I think their computers here are like heat-based. Also, there's a map of the area. I finally got a MEP, Theo. MEP achieved. Oh, there's another. Censorship, enough is enough. This message has been redirected to the security terminal due to the use of words marked of censorship filter. Listen, they're cutting out the experiments on changing the structure of cannabis. I was going to try to explain that it's for rope, sturdy fabric, and so forth, but then one of your reporters picked himself a new experimental stocks the day before yesterday, and judging from the short link coming from the infirmary, he's still high. Looks like we're going to have to shut it down. If you sell Klimov brothers from the academy, whatever's left, pass me a few rubles, or I'll feel like an idiot. I didn't come here to teach biology. I come here to run a department. Hey, Royal, how you doing, dog? Please tell all of those conquerors of new plants very clearly that no matter what we do to them, tropical plants will not be able to generate the amount of oxygen needed for terraforming. Yes, equilateral, equatorial? I've never seen that word before. Equatorial forests are the largest producers of oxygen on the planet, but they're also its largest consumers. Can they maintain a balance? Sure. Can they create a new system? No way. What you really need are phytoplankton. Surprise! They're the main producer of oxygen on Earth. But those guys would know that if they hadn't been daydreaming about the stars in biology class. Hey, Joss, how you doing, dog? Do you think robots think about what space has in store for us? What do you mean? Polina, I want to perform an unofficial experiment here. Growing neuropolymer for vaccines in the animals that come here from Pavlov. Obviously, this isn't our area of expertise, but I'm extremely curious to see what we can accomplish if we use the neural network to analyze the system by which the animal find food. Maybe we'll get interesting data we can use to develop feed that's more appealing to pigs and cows. For now, I'm going to limit the experiment to a single cow, pig, and chicken, and then we'll see. Is this Granny? No. Like how I think, is there life in space? Do you think robots are the same? Okay, let me hit you with some logic, Royal. Logically, statistically speaking, it is impossible that other life does not exist out in the universe. And I think that that's how robots would think. Because statistically speaking, from the point of view of math, it is statistically impossible that aliens do not exist simply because the universe is infinite and ever growing. It's still growing. So somewhere out there, it could be hundreds of thousands of galaxies, solar systems away from us. It could be so far away from us, but somewhere out there, statistically, life has to exist. And that's probably how robots would look at it. The real question is if it's intelligent life. But statistically speaking, because the universe is infinite, that has to exist too. The real question, at the end of the day, it's not that funny now, is it? The real question is whether or not they've ever come here. Do you think aliens have ever visited Earth? Well, fuck. Motion sickness time! Whee! Hey, man. I think aliens visited once, maybe not documented, but possibly. See, that's where I differ, because I don't. I don't for the same reason that I know that aliens exist.
There's no other way forward.
Universe is infinite.
Take it where?
I doubt they found here. You know?
Cold workshop. It would be logical to begin our search there.
So, how do I get there?
First, we need to get to the distribution center. This cable car will take us there.
We may never know. We may never. But I also don't think that's don't think that that is that big of a deal. Because I believe that rather than looking for alien life, we should be focusing on the life that we have. Because let's say that the statistical improbability is true, and there is no other life out there. There is no other inhabitable planet. We better goddamn respect the planet that we have.
Kind of like swimming with whales and dolphins in the ocean. It's so peaceful.
Right? So that's where I come from, is let's assume that there is no other planet. You know, let's assume that there is nowhere else. We should respect what we have. You know what I mean? What if this is dinosaur were original and people are the aliens? It's possible. Emerge from the polymer, use left shift. Huh. This is polymer?
Reboot the control system to reactivate the line.
How am I supposed to restart the line?
There should be a control panel nearby.
You don't say.
I very much wholeheartedly believe that we should be going down, not up. We should be exploring the depths of the ocean, not going up into space.
There's the control panel. And of course it's locked. You guys just love these things, don't you? But this is a new one. A combination lock. It'd take me a year to guess the combo.
Look around. Maybe someone has the code. Station master. What a joke.
What was that?
Sounded like Charlie. Oh, shortcut.
Somebody's got to move. Anything.
New one. Or we are first, which, with the universe being as old as it is, I doubt we are the first ones. Statistically speaking, there is a planet out there in the universe that is exactly the same as ours in every single way. It's possible because the universe is infinite. And if there's infinite possibilities, then there's the possibility that there's somewhere out there exactly like here. We just will never find it. Because the universe is so vast that we'll never find it. So as we know the universe right now, that's where we're at. Now, obviously... Hi, Dumpling. How are you? Now, obviously, all of that could be wrong. Because it's based on information that we have right now. Information that we have in 10 years could disprove everything that I just said.
Saving data.
Access granted.
Heading train now. How is work? Recipe required. Oh, so I can like straight up build weapons. Really cool weapons. Holy, look at that thing. Look at the railgun. Fat Boy, Dominator, Kalash, MP. I think out of all of these, I kind of just want the MP. I'm simple. I'm a simple man. But the patch stat was also pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna change the round attack off. Back to what it was. This is jam. God damn. Look at the shotguns. What do we got for the shotgun? A muzzle brake? I don't really understand the cartridge models yet. Installation of a cartridge module allows for the application of a thin layer of special chemical polymer. Let's get the muzzle brake. And then on the Swede, let's put on the ergonomic handle. Sick. And the cartridge. Just because I really just want to know what it is. What a banger. That was Robo Russia. It's aight. Skills in use? Don't I have the shock equipped? What do you mean skills in use? I don't understand what that means. Allows you to grip all enemies in the area of effect, lifting them up into the air for a short period. If the effect is interrupted or ends, the target will fall to the ground. Once black, combat polymer can be set on fire, electrified, frozen, or dealing damage to the corresponding type of affected enemy. Oh, that's kind of sick. I just kind of come on enemies. I'm alright with that. I'll do some cooming. I'm down for cooming. I'm alright with some cumin. Weapon can produce an electromagnetic discharge at target enemies, dealing damage. Shock electrifies enemies. Robotic. What the fuck? I don't understand that one. Little animations give me Fallout vibes. That's very much what they're going for. This is a fucking bop. I bet Beal was happy. Unfortunately, Beal went to bed before we seen it. Teleco. Hi. Hello. Use the polymer to enhance the effects of freezing fire and electricity. I don't have fire. Apply polymer. Is this spoiling? Apply polymer to a surface or pour it directly onto your enemies.
The desired procedure.
2. I like reading the subtitles. Yeah, I need to go through and edit them more. Just haven't had the time. I thought I had this equipped. Yeah, I'm just gonna run with what I got. I do.
Saving data.
Okay, so I cummed on the floor. And then I can electroshock it. Does it hurt me? Yes. Okay. Well, I can coom now.
Somebody's got to move. Anything.
It's definitely Charles, right?
The schematic. Need to find the schematic.
What's that? Oh, there's something in there. Oh, I can't get in there. I forgot.
What a joke.
Strange. Emmabelle Rose, hello. How are you? How's your stream? Can somebody shout out Emmabelle Rose, please? Well, welcome everybody to a vastly different game where we fuck fridges and get uncomfortable. Sometimes at the same time.
The schematic. Need to find the schematic. They won't go without a schematic. All stuck. No schematic. No go.
Fuck me, he's alive.
Schematic. Need a schematic. Unfortunately, he's dead. We are surrounded by corpses.
Oh.
Just like everything here. They won't go. Nope. Won't go without the schematic. The dead have a residual neuropolymer memory and are capable of communicating for some time after death.
Oh, okay.
But in 7 or 8 years,
Mass-produce these magnificent mechanisms. Icaruses will be able to couple with one another to...
So where's the schematic?
Well, shit. Okay, so where's this diagram of yours?
Schematic?
The schematic, the one I need to move the cars. Where is it?
The station master has it. He didn't make it. Wasn't as fast as me.
Everybody here is as dead as fuck. Did the station master die in this tunnel?
This tunnel. He died. And everything froze. Right in front of
Always good to see you.
You need the schematic.
New capital of our Soviet Union, which will soar above us.
Gotta find the station master. Got it.
Gotta find the station master. I just wish I knew where he is. Maybe I should have said thank you.
I wanted to take his head off. You know, I wanted to give him the full death.
What did you say, Comrade Major?
You know, I fought in the whole war from beginning to end. I've seen some shit. But talking corpses, that's a new one. How the fuck is this even possible?
It's a byproduct of lingering. It should be somewhere around here.
There's another one. Is that not the... Oh.
We just need to make it to the cable cards facility.
Okay, got it.
Charles. So this isn't a dead person talking to me. It's the neuropolymer in his noggin, right?
Crudely speaking, yes. As it fades away, neuropolymer memory temporarily stores the individual's last thoughts.
Creepy. How long are they gonna talk for?
I can't say exactly. Somewhere between a minute and a couple of days. But it seems the more time passes after death, the more corrupt the information becomes.
I see. So the stuff they're saying isn't always that important. I hope this works.
The cable car line is active.
Zelda Breath of the Wild was good. You got to the first village with Impa and talked to her, and then finish talking to the director of Hatana Village. Got a lot done. That is a lot done. We've been doing the whole Zelda franchise. We're doing Minish Cap, like, I don't know, in the next week sometime. We're gonna replay it eventually too, but it's gonna be a while before I get to it.
6. Off we go.
Exclamation mark timeline.
Ugh, this tunnel's messed up. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
What kind of tea? Ace? Whoa. They're zooming. That didn't get me very far.
Fuck. I knew it was gonna be rough.
That didn't get me very far. Oh, hey, guys.
There's a gap up ahead.
I see.
I
see it.
Cool. Like fish in a barrel.
We need to find a way to move forward. But frankly, I'm having trouble figuring out how.
Climbing the wall. That's how.
Do you have mountaineering training?
I'm a spec ops soldier, not some city wuss riding a desk. I've got all kinds of training.
I must admit, I'm quite glad to hear that.
So what does that mean for me? Oh, here we go. Go towards the yellow obstacles. Got it. I got it in a variety box on Christmas. Nice. I've been drinking exclusively chai for like a year. I'm still not sick of it. How do I... What? Chai latte? Doesn't chai latte... Oh, there we go. Doesn't chai latte just mean with milk?
Holy shit.
Worm!
That was a surprise.
I agree. You've got quick reflexes, Major.
You bet. Wouldn't survive without him.
You got quick reflexes, Major. I think so. In hot chai latte? Yeah. And yeah, that's what I have. I drink, at least one, sometimes two.
Shit. You again?
Careful. There's a gap up ahead.
Hello? Cool. I drank at least one, chai tea with, soy milk.
Shit.
Kumis!
There's a gap up ahead.
I see it.
There we go.
We need to find a way to move forward. But frankly, I'm having trouble figuring out how.
Climbing the wall. That's how.
Do you have mountaineering training?
I'm a spec ops soldier.
You're a soy boy? I used to drink almond milk, but then all of you made fun of me, and I was like, alright, I'll try soy. And then I tried it, and I was like, alright, well, this is fine, too. But also, apparently soy is the healthiest kind of milk. According to MatPat. According to MatPat, and specifically MatPat, soy milk is the healthiest kind of milk. I hate soy. It's vanilla soy, so it's not just soy milk. It tastes fine. It tastes good.
Holy shit. That was a surprise.
What?
You've got quick reflexes, Major.
You bet. I wouldn't survive.
It tastes good. I liked almond too. I like them both. Both almond and soy taste fine. If you try tea with vanilla, soy, and/or almond, just tastes like chocolate milk. My sister was allergic to milk growing up, so we tried soy first, and that shit's gross. Then you tried the wrong kind of soy, because it tastes amazing to me. It's vanilla. It's vanilla, so it tastes like vanilla. Because it's vanilla flavored.
Charles.
Worm.
Was a bit off, right? A tunneling robot.
Indeed it was. Barovs can drill through even the hardest minerals at incredible speed. Soviet science has high hopes for them in regard to our inevitable conquest of all the planets in the solar system.
Hi. Oof. Commerce. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Okay, loot this guy? No. You can loot that guy. Okay, get through here. Okay, here we go. Like oat milk and almond milk, but for cereal, I prefer 2% milk. The only reason I'm drinking soy over almond is it's simply because it's healthier. The healthiest option, according to food theory, and specifically food theory, is soy. And that's the reason I drink that over other things. It's also the most ethical, I believe. I don't remember. I watched it a long time ago.
Man, do I ever love crawling through dark-ass tunnels. That was a fucking hell of a ride.
Under ordinary circumstances, the cable car network links all the underground sectors of Facility 3826. It should be easier next time.
Thanks, bud. I think I'll just hoof it on the surface. Hey, this is my stop. What a nice trip.
Cool. Shotgun shells. Do it to him. Oh, that must mean it's a save point.
Saving data.
Blueprint for fox? That didn't look like a fox to me. That looked like an axe. I think they say almond is bad because of how much water it uses. Yeah, it's bad for the environment.
Oh, a laser wall. That's some serious security. People put them up for a reason. If you see one, that means there's something important on the other side.
Quite right, Comrade Major. The distribution center we're looking for is, in fact, on the other side.
There's no way I'm making it through a laser wall in one piece.
There's a repair vendor up ahead. Try upgrading your equipment to increase your laser resistance.
Not a pervy lunatic fridge.
Uh-huh. Hang on. What? Can I pick up something, please? Ashtray. No? Very selective of what I can pick up. Okay. I drink oat milk sometimes because my fiance is lactose sensitive. I get the shelf-safe oat milk from Costco. It's just pressed oats and water. Can't type, you're all good. I specifically tried the oat milk that's supposed to be thick and creamy because the regular kind is so watery when I tried it at my friend's house. At your friend's house, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I just remember I remember soy being the healthiest option and it being ethically okay, and I could be wrong about that ethically okay part, but I just that's the reason I drink it over almond. Attention junior engineers, and I also like it just equally as bad, equally as good. In regard to increasingly frequent incidents of VOVAs getting stuck in an infinite loop, still under investigation, please remember to turn them off. Unlike worker robots, due to the nature of its design, the center of the lab tech's robot's nerve endings is located on its coccyx. In the event of a malfunction, carefully approach the robot from behind, insert a tool into its slot to interrupt the circuit, and call a technician. The RAFICs are different. Opening them up is strictly prohibited, since if removed by a non-specialist, their power coils could detonate. My nerve ending is on my coccyx, too. I can't even talk. Doctor recently assigned to the complex has increased the frequency of her visits to prisoner Petrov, often ignoring other prisoners, requesting permission to enhance external surveillance of Victor Petrov. Petrov may be a psycho, but he's no defector. Even if they paid him to betray us, he's like a child, you know? He wants to be loved and respected. He wants people to tell him he's smart and good. Around here, everywhere you look, there's just one genius after another. So he went nuts out of jealousy. Sure, he may have sabotaged the place, but not for some American money. If there was money involved, then it was just an excuse to him. He craves acknowledgement, and if he can't get it as a scientist or an engineer, he'll get it some other way. He wants to make it into the history books. As for whose history in particular, well, that's a lesser priority. Petrov has pronounced narcissism, major depression based on developed inferiority complex, jealousy based on ego, hypercompensation, obsession with theatrical imagery, and a yearning for recognition. All in all, Petrov cannot be considered a calculating traitor. His crimes are exclusively due to traumatic factors, and any potential money from the U.S., if it even exists, was not the reason, but merely a pretext for his unstable ego. I strongly recommend transferring Petrov to a psychiatric isolation wing for treatment. Yeah, vulvas and cocks. Very lewd game.
Honey, you're back. What took you so long? I was so lonely.
Uh-huh. Like, I need to go through a laser wall, preferably alive.
What a silly idea, honey. That's awful risky. You should stay with me instead. I'll do whatever you want.
Honestly, I don't know yet, Emma.
Just give me laser protection.
Oh, so brutal. I'm shaking. Squirt your polymer inside me.
Don't let her boss you around. We have no time to waste.
Don't listen to him, big guy. He wants to drive us apart. Take off that stupid glove so we can stay together forever.
I see. Do you want me to punch you or tear you apart?
You'd really kill me over a stupid glove, sugar? How would you survive in this cruel, violent world without me?
Easily. It's not like you're actually helping me or anything.
But I can't make things for you out of thin air, sugar. I need polymer and other components to work. Put your polymer inside me so I can pleasure you.
Hear me out.
All right, I get it. You'll get your polymer and your precious components. Just install the laser protection already.
Whatever you say, stud. Upgrade initiated. Relax and enjoy. Just promise you'll talk dirty to me again.
I am so gonna punch you.
Yes, yes! Punish me, master! I love dominant males.
Oh, gross.
Hear me out.
Your defense system is active. Try to run through the laser wall.
Crap! That hurt! That thing packs a punch. I almost...
Are you okay? Is everything ready? Did you pull it off?
Don't worry, honey. I'm right as rain. The operation was totally painless.
Good. You need to leave right now. There's a man coming for you. He's armed and wearing an experimental polymer glove.
Must be Sechenov's guy. Larissa, did you talk to him?
He was attacked by a Burav. We took him to the infirmary and then... I didn't know. I couldn't just let him bleed out.
Well, you should have. It would have saved us a whole lot of trouble.
It scares me when you talk like that.
I'll meet you at the exit. I'm right behind you, honey. I just hope we're not too late.
Hope can be dangerous. Hands up!
Victor?
What's going on?
You deaf? Hands behind your head.
Victor!
The hell are you?
Major Nechayev Special Operations, and that's the last question you get. You're going to Chalamet.
Victor, save yourself!
Chalamet. Of course, Comrade Major. Intrusion.
Huh?
Intrusion!
Warning.
Hey, freeze!
Warning.
Damn it.
Red alert. Lockdown in progress.
New bots. Hi. Oof. Oof. Yeah, I didn't heal after the laser, so I had no health. Insert meme of that guy throwing off his headphones in disgust. Yeah, I'm alright with it. I don't know, it doesn't, like...
He's pretty good at ordering those robots around. It's almost like they're his property. And he locked the goddamn door.
Petrov ran off with a mobile power source and the candle. It powers the emergency lockdown system. This door cannot be opened without a candle.
I'll find another one. There's gotta be
okay, I will.
This complex, right?
We need to hurry. Otherwise, Petrov will escape the sector and we'll have to track him down again.
I don't know, it doesn't really turn me on or make me feel gross. It's just kind of a thing that's happening, you know what I mean? Wilby, thank you for the 5 buckaroonies to the International Medical Corps. Thank you.
Charles, what's that birch tree encased in glass in the room down there? Is it the famous PEC 4 power generator?
How you doing, dog?
Indeed it is. The birch tree PEC 4 is a vegetable.
They're in the wall! Can you hear them? Scurrying around. I'm scared. I'm really scared of them.
Good night, Emma. I love you. Mwah! So far, my opinions of the game is, and it's too early to really be a judge of this, and that's what I've been saying. Main character and Glove talk too much. Rest of the game's all right so far. So far. Scared of what? The robots?
Scared of what? The robots?
No! Robots kill quickly and simply, but they...
His lingering polymer memory is exhausted, Comrade Major.
Got it. People here are getting killed by stuff other than robots. But what?
I cannot ascertain.
Are you, Willie?
I'd be lying if I said we'll never find out.
Understood.
Cool. Working heaps? Cool. Oh, I mean, maybe? Good? Question mark? A lot of looting doors. I really like the looting system in this game. That you just hold the button like that. Oh.
So, do I always have to carry it like this?
The candle is a complex, unstable piece of equipment. It cannot be stowed in your backpack along with your other items. There is a high probability of mutual destructuralization.
Like an explosion?
Not necessarily, but the candle would be disabled.
So I'll have to carry it like this.
Got it. The candle is quite durable. You can drop it or even throw it intentionally. Nothing will happen to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damaging, misappropriating, or handing said equipment over to third parties constitutes a crime against the party and is punishable by law.
Work is work. Work do be work. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm good. Where'd the candle go? There it is. I think he's giving me the creeps. Yeah, I'm used to it. I'm desensitized. Did I just take damage or something? Is that not where I'm putting it? Have I misunderstood our mission? What do you mean? Okay.
Those loaders are going nuts. is this Petrov's doing?
Be careful. Loaders are extremely durable. You won't be able to damage them with a simple axe.
Shock therapy usually works pretty well on nutcases, metallic or otherwise.
Shock therapy, huh? Comrade Zakharchenko. Where do all your VAV A6 robots keep disappearing to in such large numbers? They're constantly either malfunctioning or just vanishing. Needless to say, I've got in touch with the Pavlov complex, and they're going to send us some more units. Get your Pelican loaders ready for new shipment tomorrow and sort out these disappearing Vovas. Keep an eye on your equipment inventory. You've been warned. Such a horny game. Report on the latest routine psychological evaluation, the Vavilov complex. On April 15th, 1955, a routine psychological evaluation was conducted on 85 of the 86 members of the complex's junior staff. One employee was not present. Fyodor Lebedin. Listen, Yuri, ask Fyodor about this. On one hand, he's a great guy. He lost his leg in the war, but he's still serving the motherland as best he can. On the other hand, he never shows up to any medical exams and is generally antisocial. If he's hitting the bottle or having trouble, we need to help him. He's a vet after all. Thinking about giving this a try. It's on Game Pass. If it was not on Game Pass, I would not be playing it, most likely. But nah, I'd probably still play it. Let's be real. Let's be real, I like robots too much. Oh. I definitely need to play more before I form an opinion.
Duh. That sounds like Petrov's voice. I hope that asshole's brains didn't get splattered all over the floor.
We need Petrov alive. Hurry, Major.
What the fuck does it look like I'm doing?
Is this open? No.
It looks like there was a containment breach in the algae workshop, and experimental materials leaked out.
That's actually good for us.
I think I need to stop this one. I stopped it too late. 90 AUD is a bit steep for me, yeah. Well... Is this normal mode or hard mode? Because I'm about to start in a few weeks. Hard mode was too much. So I changed it. This is on normal mode. How you doing, King? Hard mode is like, it makes enemies spongy. Like, way spongy. So I didn't like it.
Well, what do we have here?
Oh. So it's not really that it's brutal, it's just that it wasn't very fun. And this is coming from a person that prefers, like, more difficult games like that. Like, I like games like that. I see.
This is the Luna, a kind of lock.
It'll open once all the holes have canisters of lunar soil in them. You egghead sure. I've got one.
You are now observing the Luna Memorial, a symbol of the Soviet lunar program, the USSR's first major victory in its open-ended space exploration mission. Manufactured by Facility 3826 specialists, the Soviet spacecraft successfully landed in 5 lunar locations.
I'm the exact same way, Emo.
To the future colonization of the Earth's satellite. Soviet lunar rovers have successfully collected and returned to Earth soil samples from locations where the first lunar cities are soon to be erected. Similar samples were also collected from Mars. The Soviet push for the colonization of the inner solar system is making great strides. To immortalize the very first lunar expedition, it was decided to preserve some of the samples, specifically the pioneering first 5, by sealing them into 5 capsules. They are now kept for posterity as a memorial to Soviet science.
IRL is hard mode at the moment. I'm white, so the hardest difficulty that I can access as a human is normal mode.
It's a weird song.
Hard mode is locked off from New Game Plus.
Is that a radio of the future?
Hey, Keon, how you doing? Hey, VOD watchers, I fucked up and accidentally paused the VOD for a really long time. So you just seen one of 2 things. Either it was lower quality for a while, because I edited it in, or I was lazy and didn't do that. Alright, back to the game.
Professor Lebedev of the Academy of Consequences has developed a non-linear algorithm based on the principles of non-commutative quantum mathematics.
Charles.
Yes?
Who were you just talking to?
Forgive me. I'll explain it in terms you can understand. The Academy of Consequences has found a way to...
I made him stop talking to me. Well, Keon, what did you think of this game in total? I know that you didn't like hard mode, and I tried it, and I can completely understand why you didn't like hard mode. And I agree, that was shit. But what did you think of the game overall? Without spoiling, of course. We're still early in.
Not that batshit lady robot perv again. I'll go around her.
Not so fast, Comrade Major. I understand that interactions with this model may be unpleasant for you, but it would be prudent to see if she has anything we can use.
Fine. If I can get a good weapon out of her, I guess it'll be worth it.
No, I'm on normal.
There it is.
There you are, sugar. Oh, I missed you so much. Have you dumped that stupid glove yet?
Don't count on it.
I love it when you get angry. Yes.
I didn't mean to do that.
Scold me, punish me. I was a bad girl who strung up another disgusting creep.
What? You killed someone again? You monster.
But you haven't entered me for so long, big guy. I was so lonely. I had to blow off some steam.
Enough. Will this ever end?
Don't get flustered over such little things, sugar. I made you a present. You're gonna like it. I promise.
I'd like to pull the plug on you, but it's too bad I can't do without your help.
I'd fuck the fridge.
Do you like...
Where'd you switch? Well, like, I had yours and Poppy Eric's recommendation that hard mode is not fun. So I had those to go off of, and I could very clearly see what was happening in, like, the first 3 combat encounters of, like, the sponge that the enemies are, and I was like, yeah, that's not fun. So I lowered it. Because it's like I could see what you guys meant from those few encounters. Instead of bullets, energy weapons consume your glove's energy through a cable.
I did my best.
This is cool. For real. Now, could you please not kill anyone else?
I just can't help myself. Hot stuff.
Well, just do your best, okay? Oh, this is fucking crazy.
Arsenal upgrade. Fox. Red rust on this axe's butt is the only thing that it has in common with a fox. It also bears a threatening message to enemies of its owner. Okay, well you didn't tell me what it did. So, do I have anything for this pistol? I mean, other than a muzzle brake, cartridge module. I still don't understand what those do. There we go. Can I upgrade this at all? Reduces the energy consumption when firing. Okay. Switch to skills. Increases your maximum health. Cluster munitions get increased capacity. I don't know what that means. Lost health is recycled into energy. No. I thought the game was fine. It could have been more fun, but it wasn't a bad game. They talk way too fucking much. Glad you agree on that. And most of the time I couldn't care because so many things they say I don't know about. But overall, I didn't hate what I didn't hate when I played it. Had fun. Glad it was on Game Pass. We started and finished Resident Evil 2 Remake. Then finished Resident Evil 3 Remake. Ready for Resident Evil 4 2005 on Wednesday. Leading up to RE4R on Saturday. I think your opinion of Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to be very different from other people simply because you played Resident Evil... simply because you played Resident Evil 4 Original so close to you playing the remake. You know? So I'm interested to hear your opinion of the Resident Evil 4 Remake after experiencing Resident Evil 4, like, days before, in comparison to somebody that hasn't played Resident Evil 4 in... like a decade, you know?
Go try to take control of Nora. Why would he even need weapons? He's got robots fighting for him.
The traitor realized that employees confronted with hostile robots will defend themselves. And the soldiers defending the facility will attempt to get more powerful weapons.
He must have been scared someone would bump into him by accident and shoot him like the traitorous piece of dog shit he is.
That very well may be. Regardless, Petrov was unable to get his hands on a repair vendor. However, Nora's algorithm...
I've got another one.
Rear? Hell yeah.
I think it worked.
Well, I'm glad you're going to be able to experience it in a different way. Hey, man. Okay. I'm bad. Pop goes the weasel. I think I prefer the normal gun. Normal pistol. And I don't have ammo, so...
Whew, this place is huge.
Heads up. Visit Nora's repair vendor often, and don't forget to learn active skills and upgrade your weapon to complete missions as efficiently as possible.
It's got Sechenov's name written all over it. So, where are we?
This is the seed bank, the heart of the Vavilov complex. Samples of seeds from all manner of plants are stored here so they can be cultivated to grow on the Moon and Mars. These stunning and unique experiments are in danger of being lost forever.
Authorization. Major Nechayev, codename P.
What are your thoughts on the game so far? They talk too much. Way too much. Other than that, It's alright so far. I don't know. I'm not really, like, super in love with it. I'm gonna play it all the way through because I am enjoying it to that degree. But right now I'm just like, it's okay. Physical ability gives you an extra additional dodge charge. Increases your running speed. Increase your backpack's capacity through compression rate upgrades. Can use a neuromed capsule in one hand. Excellent marksmanship skills. Increase your accuracy and unaimed shooting. Allows you to swap weapons. Built-in med unit restores more health. Use maximum health. You're trained to tuck and roll when falling to avoid damage. To do so, jumping right before you land. That's pretty cool. Physical resistance, elemental damage. Shield you while dodging. Fully regenerate health in a matter of seconds. Okay, well, I'm gonna get this. Simply because it leads to this. Simply because I don't want to get to a point where I can't carry things.
Saving data.
Good enough to keep.
Critters. They're most certainly crispy, Major.
Shut up, Charles. No time for this.
Warning. Microclimate abnormality detected inside the deep bank vault.
That didn't work.
Container integrity compromised.
Good enough to keep playing, but not spectacular in anything, basically. I'm really into... I'm really into the robot design. I think the robots are really well designed. I think some of them are a little bit too on the nose, like the two lady robots from the beginning. That was, you know, I mean, like, I'm not against it, but it is a little bit on the nose. Those lady robots make sense. No, I'm not complaining that they exist. I'm completely okay that they exist, but they are a little bit on the nose. But otherwise, like in general, including them, they're like a loot crate kind of thing. Including them, I like the robot designs a lot. Confused on what's happening right now. Fuck. Oh my god. Ooey gooey! Fuck. Is there more? Okay. Couldn't remember what you'd been calling them. And I kept going in and out of the stream for the end. I didn't get to watch you play beforehand. I think that the character design is amazing. But that's basically the only praise that I really have for this game so far. The story is maybe because the characters aren't interesting so far, but the story as a whole just kind of hasn't really grabbed me. Maybe it's because of the themes that are still a little suspect. I don't know. But overall, I just need to play more. I need to play more before I form an opinion that is educated and advanced.
Emergency damage control.
That is a very baseline opinion that I have right now. I'm hoping that over time, as the tutorials start to slow down, the characters shut up. And it's really unfortunate. Because that's not what you want out of, like, wanting a video game. When you're playing a video game, wanting characters to shut up is not something that you want your players to feel, you know? Know what I mean? But, like, that very much is where I'm at of, really want the characters to shut up and let me enjoy the game, you know what I'm saying? The EMP generator causes robotic control circuits to fail temporarily. Robots lose their functionality for the duration of the effect. Meh. Allows for application of a thin layer of special chemical polymer to the bullet as it passes through the barrel, giving it additional properties when it comes in contact with the enemy. I still don't understand this. I'm gonna build it, but I still don't understand it. Hey Coco, how you doing? Weapon ergonomics. Use energy weapons, guns, and melee weapons wisely in order to allocate your resources efficiently. No.
Security system failure. All personnel evacuate the seed bank immediately.
Oh, P-Break got a fucking ad. Sleep's overrated anyways. I do like the looting system a lot. For you, I crave sleep? Nah, that's not real. Wow, 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 wow. Ba 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 da ba da ba dooba dooba. Da da ba ba da ba. Ba da da ba da da ba da ba doop. Ya ba ba da ba. Do do double tap do. Ba 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 da ba. Ba da da ba da da ba da. Oh, what the fuck is that? Ah, it hit me in between the boxes.
Remember that all employees must refrain from discussing their work with family members and friends who are not complex employees.
Hear you. I zipline? Yes. Whee!
Avoid interacting with the complex's robotic staff at all costs.
You really... Fuck off. Okay. Wah, bwah, bum, ba-da, bwah. Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, ba, da, ba, da, ba. Let me out! Okay. Tell me about your ad breaks? What do you mean? What about them? What? Okay. You start the VOD this time? Yeah, I paused it when Emma raided, and then I forgot to unpause it.
You've got nowhere to run.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
10 seconds to surrender.
I've been doing this, like, pausing the VOD system for, like, months. That's the first time I've ever done it.
Yes, Agent, this recording is for you. I can hear you banging around in the warehouse. You'll never take me alive, so listen up. You have no idea what's going on here.
Who's the brainless mutt now, huh?
Why did you record that? Why they're so abrupt? What's your method? You mentioned StreamerBot? Okay, so... if I take this display capture and I put it over here, this is what my left monitor looks like. Now, I just changed this. This is my left monitor. This is where chat is. It's a vertical monitor. That's why it looks weird. But this is what it looks like. You can see that I have the little ad widget at the top. That's telling me when the ad starts. I used to have that over here on this monitor, which is my OBS. I used to have it right here, where it would be right under the request. I literally just moved it to try to make it so that I could see it better. But this is how I have it now. Literally all that Twitch does is this right here turns yellow when we're 5 minutes out from the ad. That's all that Twitch does. Why is it there should be a pop-up in chat like how it does the announcements and stuff like that, or the alerts of like you rated. It should do it like this. Or like this, where it's a pop-up in chat that says, hey, add 5 minutes, that only I can see, like it already does for the, in here? No, I don't know where it is. Like it already does for the, like, follower alert of, like, hey, you should remind people to follow. That's a thing that Twitch started doing, like, within the last year. They should have that for the ads. Like, hey, there's going to be an ad in 5 minutes. That's how they should do that. But instead, it's only a thing up in it's only this turns yellow. That's all they do. The way that I do it to make it so that it's manageable, because otherwise it wouldn't be. The only way that I know an ad is coming is when the ad starts. 5 seconds before the ad starts, in my headphones, not for you guys, I only hear this. My streamer bot says this.
Ad break now.
It says that when the ads start. The only way that I'm able to do this like automatic ad system is because I have that 5 seconds before they start. And then as the ads are happening, I have minute alerts like this.
2 minutes of ads left.
To let me know that the ads are still going and when they're ending, so that if I'm away from my computer, because I have wireless headphones, if I'm away from my computer, I can hear how long until, how long I have until the ads are over and when the pee break can end. There's an extension or code that pops up over the screen to alert you that the ad is coming. Yes, Nutty made that, but it only goes 5 seconds before the ad starts. That's the problem. So for some reason, and I can't figure out why, for some reason, Twitch made it so that their API can only alert when the ad is happening 5 seconds before it's happening. even though they have an integrated system that tells me exactly when the ad is happening, I can see that the ad is going to start in 48 minutes and 27 seconds. I can see that that's their automated ad. For some reason, in their API, it can only warn for 5 seconds. So what Nutty's thing does, and I tried this, is it tells you when the ads are happening and when they end. It doesn't tell you when they're going to happen. It tells you how long until they're over. That's what his extension does. It doesn't tell you when they're happening, which is stupid. And it's Twitch's fault. It's not Nutty's fault. It's not StreamerBot's fault. It's Twitch's fault. Why, in a system where you have the ads on a timer-based system, I can't have a thing that warns me when they're happening? You have a system that warns that you have a system where I can set how long it is until you warn me when the ads are happening, which I manually set to 5 minutes, but you can set it for 30. You can set it for 3. You know, it's like they have a system where you can manually set when it warns you, but the way that they warn you barely warns you. Just post it in chat. Make it a chat message that only the streamer can see. Easy. Like, that's all you had to do. Which you already do for other things. Because I would see that every single time. If it was a pop-up in chat, I would see that no matter what. But because it's this special little window that I don't look at, I don't know when it's happening. Now that it's up there on my screen where I see chat, now it's more in my peripheral vision because I'm usually looking this way to read you guys. So now maybe I'll see it more often. But, like, it shouldn't have been on me to come up with the solution. Also, this dude died to a fucking loader bot.
According to biometric readings, this is Petrov.
It is? Crispy critters. Shit. It really is Petrov. I had a feeling it'd end this way.
This dude died to a fucking loader bot.
Come in.
Wizard here.
What a dummy.
You found Petrov, my boy.
I found his body. He's been decapitated. A loader turned his skull into blood pudding.
Damn.
What a fucking idiot.
Codes I would have used to end this nightmare quickly.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sechenov. I was too late.
Then we'll have to solve the problem another way. Did he have any rings on him? 2 gold rings?
No rings, sir. Just a candle.
Understood. I need you to report to the VDNH at once, B3. We've got a bigger problem than Petrov to deal with.
What could be worse than Petrov?
Stockhausen will debrief you at the VDNH. Hurry.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't judge him so harshly.
Clear, my boy.
10-4, Wizard. Moving out.
Maybe I shouldn't have judged him so harshly. You make more money having them set up automatically? I can show you. Here, VOD watchers, I'll pause it. Well, we're almost at the end anyways. I'll just let VOD watchers, you can see. I'll show you. So, there's a theory amongst, like, I don't, what would you even call this? Like, Twitch analytic junkies, I guess? I don't know. Like, insiders? It's not like an insider. It's like people that know things about Twitch by looking at trends and stuff, and, like, looking at ad revenue and things like that. There's a theory that they're going to be disabling this soon. But the way that it works right now is... Can I open this? Yes. Okay. This is the... Whoop. So you set it so that it's like, hey, I want... So let's say I didn't... So this is my settings. Let's say I didn't want this. Okay. Let's say instead I want half of this. I want to do every 30 minutes, and I want it to be a minute 30. This is still disabling pre-roll ads. You see if I set it closer, if I only did like 30 seconds every 30 minutes, then you can see that there's a bunch of pre-roll ads. But having it at 1:30 would disable that. Or for me, having it at 3 minutes disables that. And by having that, you can see that it gives me a 55% ad revenue split. I think by default it's like 90 or something. Like, it's ridiculously. But like, if I do this wrong, you can see if I put it at 2 minutes and 30 seconds instead of 30, that instantly goes down to 30%. But by putting it here, I get 55%. So because I have it at this setting, I get 55% ad revenue for every ad that plays. Now, will that make an actual dent in my wallet? No, not really. No, it won't. But in all reality, the only reason I'm doing this is pre-rolls. I don't want pre-rolls to happen. And I found a way to do it in an okay way. So this is the reason we did that. Pre-rolls. The only reason I wasn't doing it before was because I had to let my dog out at 1 a.m. You can see it's almost 4 a.m. I had to let my dog out at 1 a.m., which caused a long pee break at 1 a.m. for me to let my dog out. But he's been pretty good about... It seemed like he got better and was able to hold it until 4. So I'm able to do this where I can take a pee break for like 3 minutes every hour. You can also see that something I didn't talk about. That's the wrong screen. Something I didn't talk about is you can see it has a snooze button. This doesn't actually do that much, but it does do a lot. I usually snooze at the beginning of stream so that like right when we start the game, we don't get into an ad in an hour. All it does is add a couple minutes. So you can see it added a few. And I can use all 3 snoozes right now if I wanted to. And they like recharge over time. Usually I use those at the beginning of stream. So when I start stream and we like get into the game, right before we get into the game, I press snooze 3 times to make it so that we can get as much gameplay in before we have to take a pee break. And if I were to run an ad, a 3-minute ad right now, then we would get an hour back. I hate pre-rolls, as do I. That's why I have turbo. I have turbo too. I've been thinking about getting rid of it though, but money, man. It's always money. But yeah, that's how that works. So I get 55% ad revenue. It doesn't really make that big of a difference in reality. Like 55% versus 33%. It's not that drastic. From my perspective, doing it for money is not the reason to do it. The only reason to do it is to get rid of pre-rolls, which will allow people to come in seamlessly without issue. From my perspective, that's the only reason to do it.
Internal PEC 4 power.
Is the game good? I heard it was bad. Don't know. Need to play more.
Electricity generation not possible.
So far, it's okay. But I need to play more.
Sufficient to power the main gate, but installing them activated a system that provides special polymers to the birch tree life support system. The life support system has 4 primary functions: maintaining optimal temperature, eliminating insects.
In other words, 4 columns, 4 canisters.
Fading data.
So far, the only legitimate issue I have with this game so far is the main character in his fucking glove talking too much. That's the only issue I have with this game so far. Aside from that, I do think the themes are still sus. But, you know, it's kind of satirical. But I haven't really... I need to get further into it to say anything based on that. The only legitimate issue I have with the game so far is the characters talking too much. So, but I need to play more. I can't have an opinion until I can't have an educated opinion until we get further in. So I don't want to like say things and have you like judge the entire game based on that. I need to play more. You know? Oh, this makes 8? Okay. I know it's basic. Was that not for this? Oh. I know it's basic, but this pistol is my favorite weapon so far. Yeah, basic. The dialogue is mostly a problem in the English version. Seems like a case of localization team wasn't given enough. No, the dialogue's not bad. There's just too much of it. I got no problem with the dialogue. I think their dialogue is fine. They just have too much dialogue.
Smoking-related issues have been especially intense since the war, and Comrade Stalin just added fuel to the
60s, Keon.
Charles, I'm in the hot shop. Am I gonna turn into a crispy critter if I stay in here too long?
No, the laboratory tables in the hot workshop or thermarium require high temperatures, but the temperature within the shop itself is
pipes look stylish. Now we've ended up with an unhealthy nationwide addiction. I suggest introducing a special kind of tobacco to the market. It contains almost no nicotine and is completely free of harmful tar. And, most importantly, it gradually introduces an aversion to smoking. It's cheap to make and can
stinky poop.
Tobacco. We could help 2/3 of Soviet smokers kick the habit in just 5 years.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the dialogue itself. I think it's fine. I think if it was just the main character or just the glove, then it would be fine. It would be good. But it's because it's both of them talking all the fucking time. It's that's the problem.
Where did all these monsters come from?
Is that a person?
Hypothesis, but I suspect they're the bodies of dead soldiers that have been infected by sprouts.
That's fucked.
Hypothesis? Are you shitting me?
It's merely my own determination. This has never happened before.
Fuck me. So how did it happen?
I guess that something went wrong with the sprouts after Petrov caused the malfunction.
Honestly, worse, because I didn't have a problem with the high on life guns, but I have a problem with this. So if I thought the high on life guns were fine, and I don't like this, then like this is worse.
Wow. This place looks like no one's been here in a decade.
It could be due to a malfunction in the gravitational modulation system or excessive power fertilizer production.
Yeah, there's also the point that there was an option in the settings, and in this it does not. Granted, I think the high on life option was added post-launch, but it's been about a month since this game released, so if they were going to add that option, they probably would have done it already. Sometimes the gun said some funny things. True. Alright, I'll kill him.
The lunch break for staff members with low social credit is now beginning. Regular persons are to remain at their workstations.
Bring it on!
I'm bad. You're worse. They're day one, pretty sure. Didn't I play it at launch? I don't recall. I think it was added in post, but I could be wrong. It doesn't really matter. Regardless, the fact remains, if they were going to add it to this game, they would have done it by now. And they didn't. So. But that is legitimately my only problem with this game. And the themes being a little sus, but you know, again, gotta see more in order to come to the determination of whether or not I feel it is satirical or not. Did not like that those doors opened like that. Nope, doesn't work. Okay.
Touch me.
Oh, there goes that.
Freaking critters. This place just keeps getting more and more fucked up.
Hey guys. Oof, my bones. Get off me.
How many of you are there?
There's no dialogue volume. I'm not gonna turn the dialogue off. If it's a flaw of the game, it's a flaw of the game. I'm gonna experience the game as the developers intended. Even if I disagree with how they intended it. Okay, they can spit acid. That's cool. That's a thing that they can do. I know that now. Put it in Russian, baby. Nah, I'm good. Seeing they spit acid now? Is this a reference to Alien? Legitimately don't remember. He's on fire! This dude's on fire! This dude's on fire! Okay. Hey guys, pop!
Get in line, you sons of bitches.
On fire is fire. I was never sure. You know? I'm feeling about the same. What? Hey man. Okay, back to it. Back to the grind. Oh, it's different. Got more ammo. Let's go.
Shit, that Hedgie's lost it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is usually a harmless geodesic geology robot.
Harmless my ass. What other tricks does it have up its sleeve?
I'm not sure. I don't have access to this model's data.
I wish it didn't have access to us.
I couldn't agree more, Comrade Major.
Come on, let's go find that canister. At least we won't have to find the door to the shop. We can just climb through the window.
And we'll climb through the window next time, because that's where we're ending today.